See, I never do a silent one.
God damn it! You guys don't even fucking lead. You're it. We're live. Go. Fuck. My God. We're going. We're live. Go. Talk. We're unmuted.
This is honestly one of our better intros.
Unmuted.
I don't know, the one where we redid the count like 4 or 5 times still gets me.
Alright, hi everybody, I'm Jack.
Alright, go ahead, Jack.
I'm gonna be- oh my fucking God! I'm Jack, I'm playing today. Today, Gerald's running, so Gerald, lead us off.
Oh, that's it? That's your big thing that we were waiting for?
I was waiting for you to do it! I had to do it for you!
Did you?
Yes, because you weren't doing it. You were staying silent.
Hey, everybody, welcome to
silent
Dark
speaks
Jack's
volume?
stream. The slightly inferior, lesser designed.
This one goes on
of the
YouTube,
two.
alright? You can at least be a little professional.
If you want to watch this live instead of watching a replay on YouTube, you could head over to, that's right, twitch.tv/GeraldYagami instead of DarkJack42.
Oh my God.
Yeah, tell it to them in the past.
Yeah, make sure that they hear on YouTube that
Every
they could have not
Friday,
lied.
kind of, around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the superior time zone. That's not whatever Arizona thinks it is that day, whether it's an hour
Arizona Standard Time,
ahead.
and the thing is that we have rejected daylight savings
The
time
concept
for
of time.
Yeah, for the deceiver that it is.
You know, I gotta say, at least I'm consistent every year. Other than picking when
Not for
the hour
any
is
country
of the day.
outside of the United States, no. But yeah, sure, whatever you say, bud.
There exists no other country.
That's fair.
Entirely arbitrary.
They're
so
all a
it doesn't
myth.
matter.
I've never been outside the country, so I haven't seen those worlds that you speak of.
All right.
Speaking of worlds, tonight we're going to be starting up a new D&D adventure. I'm going to be attempting to run my own story tonight, titled The Kingdom of Avarice. And with me I have the same old goons that we've been playing D&D with. Familiar faces, but with new, fresh, torn-off faces placed over their own faces for tonight, under new identities. We will get to know those shortly. But, other than that, they're not going to have any other introductions, because it's just Jack, it's Spooky, it's Zaltu, and then some other guy.
Some other guy.
Why do I get to some other guy?
Because I can't pick on Jack all the time.
Do we even really know you?
Alright, I guess it's my
You gotta
turn,
even it out.
Yeah, don't you know this is run like Ellen?
Is it?
Pick someone random to hate every time.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen Ellen either. Is that how it works?
Allegedly.
Oh God, no!
on
We
set.
can't
No,
randomly
no,
cut
no,
into
it's
talk
fine.
show drama.
It's fine.
We're
Alright,
done talk show drama. We're in D&D.
I'm switching my screen over. I have absolutely no idea. I have a small idea. I have kind of an idea of how to run this. I'll be the keeper of the story. A self-title. I have no idea if it's appropriate or not appropriate words. I don't know. I'm getting nervous. I don't know why. But our story is starting in the. Fucking, I already forgot. I gotta look at my own note here. In the land of Morin, in the center town of Avalon. A city, a town. I just realized why I'm kind of sidetracked on words. It's because I still have music playing in my ear that I have not muted. That helps a lot, actually. So the city, of Avalon. It's a center town of this land, known for its trading of the surrounding towns. And unfortunately, recently, the lord of the land, the king, the ruler, has died.
Shame.
But one of his sons has taken the throne and is starting a new initiative among the lands. He wants to form a kind of new division under his rule, getting townspeople to kind of work together to kind of promote one, the new change of leadership, and two, to try to unite the kingdoms again, because he thinks the lands have fallen a bit ill in the times, and would like to try to unite everybody. So a part of this is he's having some of his elite guards, his townsmen, going out in the town and taking people, recruiting, recruiting individuals with unique talents, personalities, who he thinks are anybody who would help spread the message. Do we get
the
that?
message of our most holy Lord Brad, hopefully.
Is that the dominant religion?
I mean, I don't know if
it's
the dominant religion, but it's my dominant religion.
This religion will have dominance in any town I go to. Yes, yeah, that's pretty par for the course.
Why did I never write his name down? Oops. This is... Yeah, my brain is just all over the place on how to actually start and continue this.
You're
par for the course.
You're going to have to bear with me because I have never done this before, even though I've sat in several of these already.
No worries. It's a big jump in that direction.
Listen, I want you to understand, I've been DMing for a couple of years now, and I still have no idea what the fuck I'm doing at any given point. So it's
you've got notes, which is better than me. I haven't written anything for my campaign in months, and our campaign has been playing that entire time.
So the guards are going around town. Like I said, they're going to be recruiting some people. We got a whole bunch of people out in the courtyard, and the guards are going to individuals and questioning them, seeing if they're fit. He's going to walk up to one of these individuals, a human kind of...
A human kind of
thing. I'll let you guys kind of describe... Sorry. Kind of human. A subhuman, if that. He's going to go up to one of these.
One of those guys that doesn't enjoy skee ball, and we all know that those are the lesser of humanity.
When you go to Chuck E. Cheese, you play nothing but skee ball. That's how it works, alright?
I will let you guys kind of describe the appearances of your character. But how I'm going to do this is kind of go up and kind of question, hey, name, why do you guys feel like you're... Like, what special talents do you have? Type of deal. So he's going to go up to this individual here. And hopefully this is seen by everybody.
Oh my god, we're starting out with him. Alright.
It is I! It is I, Reginald the Holy! Bow before your Lord and Savior, fellow guardsmen!
Fellow.
Why didn't you play this in the Western Trail?
Because we told him not to, remember? we specified that like 2 of our characters are bandits and we'd be dead like 5 minutes into the campaign.
Do we really need this one? Yes. Anybody that we can get. You,
His
sir.
most holy Lord Brad shall hear your pleas, guardsmen.
Holy. So you seem like you're a warrior that's ready to fight. Is that correct?
I will do anything for our Lord. He
and what
who
special talent
attends the
do you
frat
have?
parties.
Does he talk like this all the time? I have no idea.
Stealth missions with him are fucking killer.
I have no idea.
Fine may be his lines of coke, and may the fangirls be upon him.
Sir!
I might join this religion.
What special talents do you think you can bring to the table of the King's service?
I spread the word of our Lord and Savior Brad. Those who hear it may fall upon their knees as their salvation is brought unto them.
I just wrote in my notes, Brad is my new god. Think of my multi-class in the paladin. Who knows?
Dost thou wish to hear the most holy word of Brad, guardsman?
No, can you fight?
The Lord Brad's biceps provide me with great power.
So that weapon on your back, that's not just for show?
That weapon doesn't actually exist. I use this sword here instead. And I pull out a very long sword. The weapon on my back is the most holy symbol of Brad. It is modeled after a ball of foot for which our Lord practices regularly.
It took me a second to realize what you were talking about.
Said.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking
you know
about
what?
now. Does he have a fucking club that looks like a footballer?
Well, I'm gonna chalk that down as a big maybe.
He's a definite maybe.
Hey, they're gonna go up to a couple more people.
Much like our Lord Brad has given in to the wonderful
silence, civilian. That is all for now.
Brad and the word of Brad
keep going down the line. They're gonna keep going down the lines of people.
It's just like screaming off
some people. As the guardsmen leave, I continue preaching to the fellow citizens, mostly to the choir, but to the fellow citizens around me about his most holy Lord and Savior.
Okay. They're gonna go down the line. Couple heads turned down. Some people just look ratty. They don't look like they're really that fit for battle. They're gonna approach another individual. This one. You. What is your name?
Lyra. She kind of like stands.
And do you have any special talents or abilities?
So far I've made a name myself as a pretty good cop.
Pretty good cop? For not us. We don't know you.
She'll pull out her military insignia and proudly proclaim that she's a good cop, and she will jump at the chance to help.
All right. Well, that like seems to check out, obviously. Yeah. And he did ask, "What do you have any special talents other than just being a cop?"
She kind of like ruffles through her notes before looking at her own paper and being like, doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it. And
I'm good with
animals. And so is this something that you'd be interested in, being recruited for the king's holy cause?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. We'll put you down as a strong possibility, yes. We'll come back to you.
We'll call you. Don't call us.
Yes, we'll yes.
Please don't call us.
Well, she seems all right. I don't know. She creeps me out a bit, and I don't know why.
It's something about how photorealistic she is compared to everybody else in the
town. There's just something about Lyra.
RTX fucking on.
They will approach our next character. And you, sir, what is your name?
My name's Mamura Hanataro. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Yes, quite. And do you have any special talents or abilities?
I'm one of the 7 blades of the Sand Dunes tribe. I have been known to cut down many a foe in my wake. Simply by unsheathing my sword and resheathing it, I've slain men in millions of pieces. He has not done this. This is an absolute lie. And he pulls out one of the swords on his sides. With this sword, the Kaze no Tatsujin. And then this sword, he pulls out his other sword. Loretta.
Loretta, huh? Well, that's interesting. We didn't ask for that, but you know what? You definitely have some attitude to you, and we like that. You can certainly get things done, I'm sure. And you can hold your own in battle, right?
Yeah, this job pays, right? Like money?
Yes, sure. Well, of course. It's not much, you see, because Well, it's better than nothing, sir.
That's true. I do have currently nothing.
Hey, step up.
But
I'll climb
the
that
fact that
corporate
you'll be
ladder
doing
yet.
good, and the fact that you'll be serving under the king, getting a little bit of compensation, is definitely something. I know I'm proud to be working for the king.
I'm sure I'll be glad to work for the king's coffers. The king, just the king.
King, yes. Well, yes, king.
Yes,
I like him.
Yes.
I'm sure you do.
I do too.
He's the most
You like
agreeable
you.
person in this fucking line.
He
Well,
kisses Loretta,
we-
and then he sheathes it back. That's my favorite, Loretta.
All right. Well, we will definitely get back to you. They're making their way through, and they're coming across yet a new character, something that they're a little unsure. Excuse me. You are.
Eloran Quayos. I'm sure you've heard of me. It appears there's been some sort of mix-up. You see, I served under the previous king, and after his untimely, unfortunate demise, I was assumed that I would already have a position secured working for this king. Elurin is a rather tall, noble Aasimar. He has this kind of golden orange texture to his skin, and his hair is like somewhere between brown and blonde. And he dresses very much so like he's not expecting anything to happen. He's got like almost a JoJo ass like himbo like status to his clothes with like a crop top, and he's just in there, and he's like, but when I was asking for positions to work for the king, I was pointed to this line with the other fine citizens of the Kingdom of Morin.
Hanataro is currently picking his nose. He looks around to make sure nobody's looking,
Right.
unsuccessfully, and eats it.
Yeah, listen. I'm assuming that I don't need to sell myself here.
Just one moment, please. The two guards are
Right.
gonna whisper to each other a minute. They're gonna bring over another guard. All right.
He is like psychoanalyzing these people. but he has
How
very low
long
wisdom.
were you under the previous king's rule?
I had been working there for about half a decade. My position was inherited through my father's untimely demise as well.
A lot of
All right,
unkind
well-
things.
Just for formalities, what specialties do you bring to the table?
Oh, what specialties don't I bring? I'm a very well eloquent speaker. I perform plays. I have various musicality instruments and abilities to work with that. I'm very fine with people. I know a little magic myself. I consider myself a rather stealth. He will continue talking about himself until he is stopped. He will not stop selling himself until
While you are continuously talking, two guards are going to turn to each other. I think he's a fine fit. If he was under the rule already, then I don't see why we couldn't have him along. Yeah, and he seems to be charming enough, or something. As they just both stare at him, and he's still talking.
Yep.
Further
He's
down the
his
line,
character.
somebody is currently still screaming his word of Brad.
Yep. We have two people who don't stop.
Only be to his name.
Honestly, we just need competent people. Anybody that can just lift a fucking shovel. You know what I mean? All
So
right.
no one here then, right? Yeah. Let's blow this joint.
We appreciate the services that you have previously done, and rest assured, there's a high chance. I don't know the word I was trying to think. Sorry.
All right.
High
Happy to
chance that
sum up.
you'll continue working under the new king's call. Yes.
Quite.
Night. Good day.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the end of the afternoon, after the guards have kind of made their way around towns, a town meeting is called through all the citizens, and they start listing off those who they have recruited. They have listed off several names, such as Lauren, Quasar. Yeah.
He calls out a correction.
God, do you want to get this? Sorry, I'm no good with my own notes. Yes, I've learned to read your writing quite a bit. Mamura Hana Tano. Your writing is shit. Yeah.
Close enough. He steps forward.
Somewhere there is Mamura Hanatano that is like 2 feet away, like, oh, okay. I thought that would have been me, yeah. he's like absolutely arsenal kitted out and like ready to deal with any situation, but he's like, guess I wasn't picked.
Lyra. I have no idea what he wrote down here. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Will Lyra please step forward?
Stands up and salutes.
Yes, you, the cop. No, not you. Or you. This town has a lot of Lyras, doesn't it? Oh dear.
Very common name.
The cop will do. You all can go. You are unneeded.
Can't believe we found the only person in medieval times with the profession of cop.
Really, do we have him on a list? That's what the big man said, so. Reginald the Brad man?
It is I, Reginald the Holy, here to spread the word of Brad!
As,
I like to think of it more like
civilians are, like, putting their hands to their ears, turning away from you, being like, not this again.
Do not block your ears, fellow countrymen! Listen closely, listen well, for the word of Brad shall reach you all in great days.
But please stay silent during the rest of this. Thank you!
He's been yelling in that tavern this entire time, ever since you guys left. Like, he has not shut up.
What?
They're gonna list off a lot more names, different divisions. They're separating people into groups. They're taking you four, who, of course, somehow just happened to end up in the same group.
Someone drew lots.
So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take you guys over to the castle. We're gonna make sure that you have any weapons and things you needed. You seem like you got swords, the named ones. We have decided not to let you near our stuff.
That is actually very fair.
Just because nobody wants to be using a sword that you've kissed.
Or
it's weird.
Yeah. Listen, you have to have genuine passion if you want to make it in this career.
And that's I'm sure that's why you were chosen.
Let go of your sinful passions, young man. Embrace the Lord Brad. May his word guide you.
I'm going to need you to crank that from a 12 to a 3 or a 2.
You know what? Why stop there?
Free your passions, my young man.
I can deal with it.
I imagine, like, here's the thing: is like I imagine like he doesn't know how to turn it down, so he just gets further away to yell out quieter.
He puts another helmet on top of his helmet to muffle the sound even more, but he's actually just as loud. He's just
can't hear what he's saying anymore.
Yeah.
There must be some kind of mistake. It appears that I've been put in the wrong division.
I don't know what you're talking about. I like
people are just put in at random. So you guys make your way over. You're gonna get the kind of rundown a little bit. after you've gotten your tools of the trade, just to kind of explain why you guys have the things you do, if you haven't already.
Mm-hmm.
So what we are going to do, ladies and gentlemen, our king has requested that we send people out in groups to first test that you are capable of combat, just in case. This group specifically is going to be going to one of the towns that has had not a very nice road leading to it recently. And just want to make sure that you're capable. So we're going to be sending you off with some goods and peace offerings to that nearby town. And if you should succeed, that'd be marvelous, wouldn't it?
Brad shall guide my sword and my feet.
Anatara tries to take a crate. Like, it's like, yep, I got us.
Peace is, of course, the name of the game. It's all about trading, making deals, getting things situated.
Pieces, like pieces of gold, yes. I'm familiar.
Pieces, like pieces of the enemy.
Again, I must specify, I believe I've been put in the wrong group, but...
Yes, well, we don't make the rules, we just follow them. We have orders.
Nonsense, young lady. This is an excellent opportunity for you to discover the word of your Lord and Savior.
Isn't Alorn a dude?
I think both of them have been dudes, yeah.
Ignore the metal man over there for a bit.
Right.
So anyway, we're going to be hooking you up with a transport, and you're going to be heading over into, what is the name I say? We're heading you over to, Winstrom. It's just west over here. Hopefully,
right.
Guys, I don't know if any of you have been over there. But,
you said that it's
the
like
Lord is everywhere.
Is it like a particularly like bad part of town, or just...
Yeah, what do I know about Winstrom?
It's bad. Winstrom. Let's see here. Winstrom. Fuck. Where the hell do I know so Winstrom? Winstrom. They're the ones who do the main trade with wood, floral, herbs, spices.
Right.
Sounds like gay shit. I'm not sure the Lord Brad would approve. Except for the wood.
No, it's okay. Just make sure you're wearing socks.
I see you two are a follower of Brad, young man.
I dabbled.
I dab.
This is going to be an interesting venture. We should get ahead to finish this as quickly, as perfectly as possible.
Young lady, are you wearing socks?
I am not a lady. It's gonna be one of these, isn't it?
We're gonna be sending one of our guards with you. Actually, shit, it's gonna be me.
Lucky you, young man.
Great. Well, I'm gonna be accompanying you on this. For
I'm sure we'll learn a lot from each other.
In name of
I want to shoot my brains out if I have.
Learn not from
Have a
me,
hand
but from the Lord.
I wish gunpowder existed to do the exact same thing. Anyway.
So here you guys go. Just, if you don't have this already, this is just going to be the map. We're going to be heading west.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully.
No.
At least I don't see it.
No.
I think
if
you have to
you're
drag us over to that tab. If
Yeah.
it's in...
if it's another tab, yeah, if it's another map, you need to drag the player's tag over to it. It's like a little red tag. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Unless it's
how
like
about I just do
a
that?
handout or something. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a handout. All right.
Okay.
I wasn't sure.
is it in everybody's inventory now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that is the lay of the land. You guys will be heading west to Winstrom.
Okay.
It has not been the best place in the recent years.
Yes, it exists. It's a city in the middle of a dead forest. It doesn't exactly seem like the most inviting place.
I will also say this. Just the details on the map you are given are not necessarily the maps on the details on the actual map that you are given, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, not
What you're
at all.
saying is that this is a quantum map.
This is going to be your overview map with a little sneak peek with possibilities. Ish. You will learn why Windstrom looks like it does.
Can't wait.
Okay.
Well,
But
it looks just as
but
inviting as
but
any
the
other
way
place
is,
I've stayed.
one, I never did map, and two, it's also helped me remember my fucking notes. That's all.
Understandable.
Well,
Brad
what are we waiting
enjoys a
for?
good challenge. And so should his followers and all of man.
Apparently also maintaining a constant 0 decibel level.
And you know my microphone is actually on the lowest possible.
Alright, so you guys can take this opportunity as you guys are kind of set out on this order to head over to Windstrom to ask questions if you'd want to, or hopefully get to know each other to put whatever backstory you want in this slot of time.
So like while we're moving along in the carriage or whatever, the transport over to
Carriage,
Windstrom.
transport,
The carriage.
goods, and offerings of peace from the new king.
I rummage around most of everything inside the crates.
As
I don't take anything,
as
but I think about it.
we are riding along, Elorin will kind of sit next to Lyra and just be like, "So you're quiet? That's refreshing."
Making like a very stern pout face the entire time.
What brings you here?
Just looking for any excuse to serve my king.
Right, but like, why?
Because that's my civic duty, ma'am.
I am a man. This is a known thing. All
She's
right.
just gonna look over and be like, "You told me he wasn't."
All right.
I didn't say
Being a man
anything.
is a state of mind, young woman.
All right.
Well, at least he's progressive like that.
Yeah, I mean, at least he believes in gender identity, but he does refuse to accept mine. I'm getting a lot of mixed signals from General Brad over there.
I'm currently using the word of Brad as a distraction, so nobody can hear me rummaging around and stuff. I shouldn't be.
You, young weeaboo! Tell me, are you aware that you share your name with a hamster?
That's Hamtaro.
Exactly.
That's a different spelling.
I thought his name is Momodera Hamtaro.
That's
It's
first of all.
Hanataro.
Yeah, it's not my name.
Boy.
I just
What-
look at you.
What I was bringing this up, I would like to be aware of everyone's, intentions and general motivations for why they do what they do, just so that we can all be on the same page. It's rather important.
What are yours?
Well, it's simple. I am working to serve my king.
Took you a lot
So,
of
like,
syllables.
Exactly the
Tends
same
to. I'm a
thing
very
that
eloquent man.
she just said, right?
Correct.
But it wasn't good enough when I said it, is what I'm getting from this.
Well, you didn't ask a follow-up question, and I did.
The
You
lady's
should
got a
not
point
be
on you there.
serving man, but serving the Lord.
I'm going to continue to not ask follow-up questions.
So essentially, Elord will continue to elucidate. He's like, it is simple. My place among the nobility is assured for me, so I don't have to worry about, ever sliding backwards. And when you're in such a secure position, what reason is there not to take a few risks moving forward?
Beware, young man, for the Lord Brad does not forgive such pussitry.
I am choosing.
No, you misunderstand.
No, I'm
That's a
choosing
boy.
to tune out Brad over there as I continue speaking. Yes, well, you can be more sure in taking those risks once you have a stable environment, you know? If you would like to jump across the creek, you find a good place to stand before you make your jump. You don't just roll an ankle and hope you make it to the other side.
But your concern is that you're jumping from mud.
Right, and I would like to not be in the mud.
Why don't you just cut the river in half? Like, you just do that. Then you can cross the pond. Like,
what a wonderful suggestion!
You ever heard of Japanese Moses? With one sword strike, he split the seas.
No, it's with the Beyblade, bro. Obviously.
It is with the Beyblade. You do forget that.
How do you guys know about the dreaded Beyblade?
Oh, we get around.
Many a master have fallen to the Beyblade.
That is beside the point.
It's like a guy named Babe, but he has a... I don't fucking...
No. It's a blade, but it's like in the shape of a crescent, like a bay.
Yeah. I once lost my entire tribe to that Beyblade.
It's a sword found on the ocean side.
Yeah.
It's like one of the Japanese sushi knives, the semicircular sushi knives, but as a weapon.
What has happened?
Started crying and we got bored.
Right. Are we there yet?
We're getting about halfway there.
Wonderful.
Right, then I have my own interjection. I took a couple Sunday schools at the Church of Brad, so I know a little bit about the place, about the religion.
Blessed be unto you, acolytes, for the Church of Brad receives all.
I definitely wasn't there to steal donations from the tray. Obviously not.
Of course not. That would be heresy.
Right. I do believe that the Church of Brad may not be too big on school.
No, it's called the School
You're
of
quite
Cool.
right. One of the first classes is on how to skip.
As
you guys, the only class you're not allowed to skip is the School of Cool, man. You gotta stay in that one.
As you guys are talking, you see that the car's starting to slow down a little bit. I gotta take a bathroom break real quick.
You have to bathe yourself.
You guys just stay
May
here.
the Lord Brad guide your jet.
Where else would I go? It's not like running off into the wilderness is starting to look like a more preferable position.
Well, I do need a few minutes alone from that passionate one over there with the 2,000 decibel voice.
Now, you must not treat the weeaboo this way, even though his interests are lesser and he is shit.
As you are talking, he is already walking off. He has no interest in what you have to say.
I can't believe that Dick has a problem with me. I don't know what it could be.
I don't believe he has a problem with you.
But the Church of Brad dude over there just said he did.
Correct.
He did say it.
Those are words that left his mouth. That is honest.
Young weeaboo, you must understand. Watching anime and having a waifu, these are not the ways of Brad. You who were once an acolyte, you who were once in our church, you must return to your roots of fucking bitches and getting money. The frat parties await you. The beer kegs are chugged.
I'm not a religious gal, but Brad sounds like he would be all about waifus.
No. You see, Brad is only into the 3D realm. The poor weeaboos here, they do not understand this. They cower at the sight of a real woman.
This is a lot coming from the player that I've actually been to their house.
Listen, it's a little something we call projection.
First of all, I'm a man as much as anyone else here. Well, except for those two.
I'm going to hurt so many things.
I've killed people, I'll have you know. Lots of people, plenty of people. My kill count is in the more than tens.
Positive.
Right.
Incels may kill, they may slaughter their classrooms, but in truth, this will not grant them the status that their hearts so fervently desire.
I gotta be honest with you, I zoned out in the middle of that. What were you talking about?
Having a similar reaction to the DM at this moment.
Sorry, I am learning certain things with this.
Yeah, you are fine. It turns out that Reginald the Holy is a great cover for any time that you need to buy time. He's like, he's got it. He is diametrically opposed to the concept of dead air.
It is basically the polar opposite
I
of Castor.
understand how this works. I think if I do this,
Oh, there
guys
we
should
go.
be- right?
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely see a map now.
Hey, it worked.
Hmm.
The size of the relief.
Man, our
As
horses
I-
went to go
as
take a
talking-
leak
as I
too.
finish talking, and we're still waiting. I'm gonna walk up to this tree and start doing chin-ups on the branches.
Well, as you are leaving the cart, someone appears in front.
Good
Oh, no,
man,
it's
you seem awfully muscular. What's your routine?
Bruh.
Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Classic weeaboo. See, I told you. I warned you of this.
Is there a reason that you're blocking the entire roadway and not just the amount that you've had for dinner?
I see a whole 10 feet of roadway.
Another one appears.
Hmm.
That's,
You,
that's
man,
definitely
you
a
should
Yu-Gi-Oh
take cues of your buff friend over there. The way of Brad is long. Wait, who is this guy?
This is one of those situations where I have to inform you all that what you are doing is making a great mistake right now.
Lyra's gonna hump out of the cart and be like, "Excuse me, like step aside. We are on orders from the king, and we require like safe passage."
Well,
Yeah,
I have a feeling that
that-
these duel monsters ain't gonna back down with words.
I
Is
don't
that a
believe you.
dominatrix?
Anywhere.
We're all talking over each other, it's fine.
And then another appears.
That is
Oh
a
my
lot
God.
of people. There are a lot of people here.
Long hair is not the way of the Church of Brad.
Approach.
That's a lie. They wear so many mound bones.
That's true. That's kind of true.
Yeah. See what I've done? I've caught you in a lie about your own
Yeah,
religion.
we're talking New Testament.
It's okay. It's okay. The Church of Brad forgives all lies so long as the
Excuse
beer
me,
is
sirs.
strong and the sports
Bring
are.
that down,
Please, let us have a discussion.
I believe you have something that is ours.
Oh my
The
god.
devotion to the Lord Brad is for everyone.
Hanataro, you went through all of the items in the cart. Did any of them have this man's name on it?
He looks at all the crates that he has now inscribbled with a dagger his name? No, they don't.
Well, it appears that we are not in the agreement as to what the situation here is.
The only thing with your name on it is this axe. If you don't step aside,
Which one of you is
That's,
talking? I'm not sure.
A little harsher than I was planning on coming across.
Okay.
This one appears to be the leader, as he is the one talking and in front of kind of the goons at the moment.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
I was about to be sure 'cause he
in
doesn't
front of everybody
automatically
except
have
for
an
his
axe.
muscle. I'm gonna need you guys to step away from the go along with your day and let us have the goods, or else
Can I roll
you will
intimidation?
fear the
I
wrath
will
of-
let you have the good word of the Lord.
I'm
And
going to
I'm gonna draw
cast.
my weapon.
I'm going to cast. While there's time. I'm going to cast Charm Person.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I need him to roll me a Wisdom.
Honestly, I was gonna say something, but good old Reginald here already said it for me, so you know how it is.
Well, you are charming on the leader.
Yes.
Wait, hold on, you rolled something? Oh, there it is.
Fuck. He saves. Shit.
Oh, no.
It's a 19, so.
Well,
You're you might be a little charming, but that ain't gonna work on me.
well, that is
Intimidation.
I
that
need
is
you
rather
to
unfortunate for you.
roll initiative at this point.
Yeah.
If I can figure out where is it? Is it this? Huh?
Yep.
There it is. Oh shit!
That's
Nice. Oh my
We
god.
have good initiative. What the
There's some
5
good-
initiative?
There's some good rolls here. +5, yeah.
Ah, yes, good rolls.
And I forgot to click on
You didn't click on your token.
Where is...
If you right-click the token, you can add it to the initiative order, and then type in a number.
Oh shit, really?
I also
That's news to me, and I've used Rule 20
Why
for
is
quite
it
a
a
lot of
point?
things.
God damn it!
It's because it has a tiebreaker to the initiative.
You have to turn it off on the character sheet.
I mean, I'd say we just roll with it. Just go down a fraction.
Honestly, the point only adds whatever your dex your dex score is.
Okay,
That's
so
a
I'll just
16
round it
dex.
down then.
Yeah, just round it down. It should be fine.
Yeah,
Well.
it does it like that because then the person with the highest dex modifier will go before the person with the lower one.
Is his name Don Zaluj?
Zalug.
Zalug?
Yep.
Zalugi?
Did it
Zaboom with the
work that time? It did. Well, and then I'll just change that to the previous roll. What was it, 13? Weird how
Also,
they're
make
not...
sure to immortalize Lyra's 4.
Never lucky. Feels bad.
Yeah, one sec.
That's why I never have initiative either. I always have to use it right away.
And then if I go to this... God, I hate the
Oh my
decimals
God.
there.
It should be fine. Yeah, as long as none of
just
them
give
roll
me
the
access
same
to the
number.
character sheet and I'll fix it.
Yeah.
That's weird. His hit point maximum is negative, dude. That means we heal from fighting him.
Oh my God.
It's okay. There's still one of the bandits that goes after Lyra.
I have to make sure my character sheet's
think
here. It
it's on
shouldn't be
that
too hard. I'm playing a fighter this
There's
time
a
around,
3.
so.
There's no way that wasn't that one. Yeah, it wasn't in that one.
Yeah, but nat ones don't apply to initiative checks.
Mm-hmm.
No, they apply to my initiative checks. In my homebrew game, I count a nat 1 as you always going last, and a nat 20 as you always going first.
The base rules for it in 5 years, like, it doesn't matter. Like, crits only matter on attacks
Attack
and death
rolls.
saving throws. Technically.
Then-
Anything else is
No.
just, like, up to the DM.
Wait. Hang on.
There's no way they all rolled. There we go. I was about to say.
Oh god, the dominatrix is going second.
Not if
God,
I have
I hope
anything
so.
to say about it.
Let's see. Oh, wait, can you guys not see the nameplates?
No.
Or the names on the
No.
initiative?
No, you have to just go and add the visibility to each of them individually.
To each token individually, yes.
No, I
part
don't
of-
mean on the map. I mean on the turn order.
Yeah, the turn order is based on the tokens, not the character
Yeah.
sheets.
Yeah.
I can't see my allies' names either.
Like, if you right-click the token as the DM, you can change visibility. I can't change it because I'm not a DM, but you can.
All right, well, technically, you guys, I guess, other than the chat, don't know their names.
That's fine.
So,
A lot of damage.
Realistically, we don't know their names.
no.
And we don't
so,
care.
With that, Ilorin, make your first move.
Right. On real quick.
Mr. blowing a spell slot before the fight even starts.
It's fine. I'm going to do it again.
Oh my God.
Just so you all know, I am a paladin, and I do have the protection fighting style and a shield, which means if you're next to me, they have disadvantage on attacking you.
I need
yeah.
everyone in that square to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Big square.
We're using shatter.
Yes. I'm using fairy fire.
Oh.
Ooh.
I didn't grab shatter. Fail.
Gorg!
Yes, one sec, trying to... Why the fuck does it keep pulling this shit up? Dex.
Seed.
And then...
Fail.
I rolled into the wrong person over.
So
So much easier.
Gorg and the other bandit will fail.
Okay.
So what happens is, I like kind of wave my hand over them, and I just say, "Let's get a better look at you." And Gorg and the other bandit will now be like surrounded in this golden shining light. And because of how fairy fire works, any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it.
Thank God I got eyes.
Then I will say to Reginald, "Oh no! Do you see that? Brad has highlighted your targets for you. He wishes them to be smote." And I will.
And smitten they shall be!
I will bonus action give him a bardic inspiration with that. But yeah, so
all right then.
those two, it's advantage to hit them.
The light of Brad goes forth.
I stay where I am. Because there are people behind me, so backing up is not the best call.
Come on.
It's alright, I'll leave you at the first sign of danger. I mean, I won't do that.
There are signs of danger.
For some reason, I can't actually look.
I like look around. What do you mean?
Well, you know, your faith is about to be shattered.
I'll do that instead.
I'm sorry?
You will come to your senses and you will see the glorious way of the Lord Brad.
No, I was saying I was doing is a clever remark how these guys aren't a threat. All right, never mind. It's fine. Yeah, it's okay.
I wasn't even acknowledging them as like, you know, if you were joking about trees being a threat, it wouldn't really work. You know, it's
hard to see them as even people, really.
Yeah, I mean, they're wearing red pants. I mean, who does that? The French?
I literally have good pants.
Sorry, the French and women. My bad.
I was talking about me, but that still applies. Lyra's not wearing red pants.
Is that your turn?
Oh, are you talking to Chef?
Lord.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he's done.
Okay. It is one of the bandits' turn, as they will. If I can remember what weapons, because I custom. They will use their whip against Reginald.
The big beefcake in the front? Yeah, I hope so.
They are
it is I, Reginald.
So So they're gonna move forward to here, and they are gonna whip you.
Whip me, mommy!
Some distance they got on that whip.
That is a massive failure.
It definitely does seem like that. Jack, it's your turn.
All right, time to show these guys who's boss. I draw my Kaze no Tatsujin and my Loretta from their sheaths, now dual wielding them, and I run over to what to me seems like the weakest among them all, and will attempt to take first blood.
Kills are about quantity, not quality.
So, first things I want to do first is I want to enact my fighting spirit, which gives me advantage on all attack rolls this turn. As a bonus action, it gives me 5 temporary HP, because I am a metal whore and I don't want to take any actual damage. So, give myself a buffer. Okay. And then I'm just going to slash him with Kaze no Tatsujin. So that's a +6.
Bless you.
Thank you. Does an 11 hit?
Don't you have advantage?
I do have advantage. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. I just gave
you did a whole spiel about having it.
Doesn't work.
Well, I just wanted the bonus HP. Basically, does an 11 not hit? All right.
It doesn't.
You have a +4 to attacks?
I have a +6 to attacks.
Try to
a +6.
Strike
Wait,
him.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I might be actually retarded.
13.
Yeah. Let's see here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13.
It's 13. I'm sorry. I'm actually retarded.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
we're
you
both
are.
we both math. Sorry, I just went with the words I was hearing instead of actually doing the math.
No, that's
All
fine.
right. Well,
that's what I do. There's a 13 hit.
Yes.
Thank God. Plus 8, plus 4.
I was very confused. I was like, you have a +4 to hit.
That's 6 points of slashing damage on his face.
All right. Is there anything else?
Unfortunately, no. That's all I can do.
Now, where the fuck can I edit their health?
You can use one of the circles when you click on it to keep track of how much damage they
above
take.
their head, or you can just change it in their character sheet.
Well,
but it's hard. It's hard to change it in their character sheet. It's better.
Yeah, so I just use the circles to track it. Like one thing you can do is you can just keep track of the amount of damage they've taken until it hits their health threshold, instead of just doing subtracting math like what I do. I find that easier.
Yeah, so apparently there's a pansy-ass route, which is always... No.
Of course, by actually typing in like plus or minus something on those circles, it automatically does math for you. Which is really nice. Yeah.
Huh.
I've been using this tool for a while.
Yeah, I haven't. Not
yeah,
this way.
I know.
Is that going to be your turn? Well,
yes, that's all I can do. Just 6 points of damage. Yeah.
All right.
It's okay. It's Reginald's turn.
Reginald.
All right. As a bonus action, I am going to cast Divine Favor on myself as the Lord Brad has guided me forward. This is a concentration spell. Until it ends, my weapon will deal extra 1d4 radiant damage if it hits. And then I am going to walk up to this chode here and be like, your muscles may be massive, but the Lord Brad prefers style over substance so long as there's still a little bit of substance.
That's
what he said!
Specific and contradictory.
And I'm going to attack him with my long sword. My long sword. Click on that. A second. That's an 11.
14, because you have advantage.
Do I have advantage? I do have advantage. Yes.
Yeah.
14.
These two are the ones. These two are the ones.
14 hits. Also, wait a minute. I just realized, why the fuck does this glow not show for you? Because
you have to enable it. You have to enable it as a
C.
I can see it. He's glowing. C. All right. So, since it hits, I am also going to use the Paladin ability to expend another one of my spell slots to deal extra damage.
Divine Smite?
All right.
Yeah, Divine Smite. So that will be 7 damage plus 2 damage from Divine, whatever it is I just said, Divine Favor, and then another 13 damage, radiant damage from Divine Smite.
So 22 total.
22 total.
What?
Jesus Christ.
I just want to let you know, that is exactly...
Beast smitten, foul beast!
Me, the player, wanted you to get first blood, but fucking Momoru is having a bit of a crisis right now as he's not able to obtain it.
See you later, Chode.
Elorin created this like light show essentially and was like, yeah, that's your god or whatever, and then watches you actually like rain down Divine Fury and kill him, and he's like, oh, he's useful and stupid. That's wonderful.
Yeah, as he just clunks out.
And then I will use remaining movement to position myself right here. Go, do not worry, ladies! I will be your shield!
You're behind me now.
Again with that.
It's okay, you're within 5 feet. It's whatever, man.
You know what? You're trying. I see that and I appreciate it.
I can handle myself.
And I.
It's not like I want you to shield me or anything, but back. And that is my turn.
All right. It is Don Zalug's turn. That was my strongest of the bunch, and you done clocked him over the head.
Consider surrender.
Think of that.
Seems
You
like
killed
should
him
think
with
about
brunt force damage with a slashing weapon. How'd you do that?
Use the side.
Yeah, he did the thing where you like grab the blade and kill him with the handle.
As he is going to approach you. And
With
wait,
you.
I just realized, did I never give you a turn order?
No, we
no,
see
I-
the turn
I
order.
have a
We
4,
see
though.
it.
Yeah, he has a 4, so he's like right before the 5,
Yeah.
or
you haven't
right
skipped
after
me.
the 5. Yeah.
I don't see it though.
No,
because
he
you don't click on his
forgot to
token.
click on his token.
Yeah, so I rolled a 4, and then I was incapable of adding it myself.
Yes. Let's just fix that real quick.
Sick. And my name's there.
Well, only for you. Only for you.
Special.
Oh, I was gonna say that's weird. All right, so he's gonna go up to you, and then he is going to multi-attack.
Oh no.
Oh, it's a
So
guy.
he is going to.
It's a guy. Huh.
It seems to be a difficult delineation in this campaign.
Right, who is he attacking? Lady?
Lady.
I am going to use my reaction to impose disadvantage on this roll.
Shit.
Okay.
Do
With
you have a?
I have
Do you have the-
protection, a fighting
Right.
style of protection,
protection.
and a shield.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that. All right.
Bonked him with the
Whoops.
shield.
Bonk him with the shield.
Bonka.
Bonk you.
I'm glad I did that.
Yeah, you missed.
I was gonna.
Yeah, I know you guys
Oh my
have
Yeah.
decent ACs all around.
I mean, mine's only
but-
15.
I have a 16.
Does that only go for one attack or all of his attacks?
One attack.
I think it's only one.
Yeah, you make a reaction to a specific attack.
All right. Well, he's going to scimitar again.
Damn it! I should have done it the second time.
Well, I mean, it looks like it would have worked.
It's fine. I was gonna get critted and either
Yeah.
way, I guess.
He was always gonna get hit with one of them. 11
That's
slashing.
nothing.
Looks at my
well,
HP
I
bar.
got
Are you
wrong.
sure?
Yeah.
Make sure you do it. Yeah.
But he's not done, as he also is going to stab you with his dagger,
Can be.
or attempt to.
Oh, I forgot. He has 3 attacks.
He's more than welcome to be
That's
done.
another attack.
If that
Yeah.
hits,
It's not a
that's
crit
my-
though.
That's my health though. That's pretty cool. That's my health.
I've got something for you. Don't worry.
All right. I'm at
Oh my
half
god,
HP
do
right
we have a support?
I am also.
Yeah, I'm a bard. I'm support.
I'm
a paladin, I'm a
healers and 2
supporter.
fighters, pretty much.
Yeah.
Except for
Thank
one of your healers.
That is that's such a
He's
novel
spiked.
concept. I wish I had that more often. Anyway,
All right.
Listen, all right. It's hard to get people to pull into support.
It's not Gorg's turn. He died,
It is not yours.
or
he was clean.
or at least he's on the ground. It is now another bandit's turn, as he. Let's see how far he is.
oh no,
Yeah, he's. I mean, you're
I'm about
close.
to get ganged up. This is fine.
He's gonna come up to you
Yeah, you
and.
killed several men.
You did loudly proclaim that you were the most dangerous.
No, I said they weren't dangerous. There's a difference.
So he's going to take his scimitar and he's going to try and slash at you.
All right.
That
Oh,
didn't clip.
he's just gonna do that, is he?
That's
He's
a
just
lot
gonna
of
crit
crits.
randomly. All right.
So
9 points of damage. That's cool.
You guys,
It's all right.
You
I
only
had 5.
took 4 points.
Yeah, because my
Listen, I'm gonna be
my
fine.
tempo, yeah.
My action, if you guys do both die, is to activate my ASMR form, pull out 2 wings, and just fly the fuck away.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay, yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I'm sorry.
and-
ASMR form?
I'm sorry.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm an ASMR.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's cool, isn't it?
If you wanted to know, you should have asked in the cart. earlier.
Yeah. Probably.
That is fair.
That's true.
I
That's
clearly don't look human.
I thought you were an elf.
That's where you're wrong, buddy.
Lyra,
Years,
that's
how
your
could
turn.
you assume?
That's right. It is on me. I assumed. Yes.
I'm
How
going
dare you.
to casually rage.
It's like passive aggressive.
Sir?
She's very upset, but she's not exactly gonna panic.
This is me discovering that we have a barbarian in the party.
Yeah. That's why I have the 16. I get to add my wisdom. Wait. Did I change that?
Did you change that?
Did I change that?
What?
Oh.
Why do I have a 16?
16 and
It would
where?
be your dexterity and your
Oh,
constitution.
and my constitution. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah,
I
you're
was like,
thinking
wait a
of-
minute.
you're
my
thinking
wisdom's
of
not that
monk.
high.
You're thinking
Yeah.
of monk, dude.
I got, dude. Leave me alone.
Why don't
I'm thinking of
my
monk.
best.
New characters,
like-
yes. It is the first session with these characters. There's probably going to be some confusion.
I haven't played a barbarian
like ever?
ever.
Why didn't
No,
you
your
ask
first
me?
your first game was a barbarian. Remember, because I
Oh, that
made
is
characters.
true. Your first game was a
Do you
barbarian.
think I remember anything other than, oh, okay. I
Yeah.
don't remember how it worked at all.
So you absorbed nothing from playing next to a barbarian for over a year?
I never listened to you once.
That's fair.
Oh, it's been well over a year, yeah.
I'm gonna rage and then I'm going to reckless attack because I know that's something I should do.
Hit him with your great axe.
Yes. I should also just click the advantage then. That's not up there. That's fine.
No, it's advantage
It's probably
toggle.
quarry.
Oh,
Oh, it's naturally advantage.
you have a
You have advantage
you have
always.
Why do I have advantage always on?
Because it's a setting by default. It's like the default
You did a
setting
rec-
for roll 20 for some
You did a
reason.
reckless attack, so you do have advantage, though, didn't you?
Yeah, you do have
yes.
advantage.
I just didn't understand
I
why it
didn't-
did that.
I didn't
Unless it
give
was
you the
listening.
bardic inspiration last time.
I like
gave
how
it
it's the
to
great axe of the
Reginald.
wall.
Does a 13 hit?
No, it does not.
That's my turn.
But the rage was a good step there.
I'm resistant to stuff, so that's something.
That's better.
You do have
Alright,
advantage
well-
on your next attack against you, though. So
Yeah, but my buddy can do a shield thing.
And he can make it a straight roll, yeah.
Yeah.
So
only
just
for
he can do that for
one
one
attack.
Yeah,
instead of
right.
all of them.
But then I'm resistant to the
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah,
all
the
right. So
resistance.
there's a gangbang up north here. So what's going on over there?
No, you've got it. I believe in you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you're in a little bit of predicament as they also thought that they are taking out the easiest prey first.
Oh my god.
And this guy who for some reason kind of keeps bouncing every now and again, but somehow holding a giant mallet, is going to hit you with that mallet.
He doesn't look like he has the arm strength for it. Yeah, he doesn't. Because
Crazy.
he doesn't hit my AC.
12 does not, yeah.
Yeah.
Does not.
He doesn't actually wield the mallet. He just kind of swings around and tries to. Like,
Babe. Oh, it's him. Beyblade.
oh no!
You killed my tribe. I will take revenge.
Check that one out.
Where did you
Like-
learn that stance?
It's Hanataro is just kind of like sweating a little bit as he's like, as you guys have made that realization. It's like, yes, it's him, the man that killed my whole tribe. Yes, that happens.
Right.
Yes, I will
Well,
take revenge on him. And the dude in front of me is just like, what the fuck are you talking
Let
about?
the Brad within you unleash, young weeaboo.
Yeah.
Avenge your fellow frat bros.
I still have my holy symbol at home.
Like Spectral Cop? Are you Ancestral Guardian?
Yeah. So it's just a long
Oh, you did
lineage
change it.
of cops.
Oh, okay. So then things have actually changed.
Yeah.
This guy right here has disadvantage to hit anyone but.
Well, no, I
Lyra.
didn't hit
You
him.
didn't hit him, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hit.
But you can
'Cause
use
I
your
rolled.
reaction on stuff.
Sure.
You can use your reaction to reduce damage.
No.
Yes.
That's Ancestral Guardians.
For why?
Do you even read your abilities,
It's your
man?
thing.
How do
Read
reactions?
it.
My
Read
my
it.
only reactions. Is
Oh wait, are you
opportunity.
not?
I'm only level 3.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is that a higher level thing? Because I don't
Yeah,
It
know.
might be level
Spectral
6
Guardians
thing.
is
It might be
higher
level
level,
6 thing.
yeah.
Might be level 6 then. Damn.
Some of
Y'all
my players
added
said
me
that.
for no reason.
No, it was well within reason. You don't know what you're doing.
I don't. Y'all thought I didn't.
Anyway, it is Elorin's turn.
All right, I am going to.
Run away.
I'm going to move here.
I've got to run away.
I'm going to use Healing Word at 2nd level on Lyra.
Just determined to use up all your spell slots today, aren't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh
Thanks,
my
man.
god.
That's epic.
Nice.
I love it.
6 points of health.
It's something, man. It's something.
Yeah, it's one of those attacks gone.
Yeah, as a barbarian, that's basically like giving you 12 back. So
That's not how that works.
that's essentially how that works.
With damage resistance, yeah.
Shit. All right, then I'm gonna move back up, and I'm going to use my action to do Healing Hands, and heal Lyra another 3. No,
Isn't
Wait, can you?
that character down? Like pretty bad.
I think he only took like 4 damage, right? Because he had temporary hit points up.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm all right over here.
Never mind then. I will move. I will stay up here.
Assuming I can roll higher than a fucking 8, I'm good.
From my stance, I will take out my hand crossbow, and I will try to shoot her, because I have advantage, so I should be using that.
Oh, that's true.
25.
Nice.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
Sweet.
Puncture wounds.
9 points of damage.
Okay.
What kind of a dominatrix can't take control of the situation?
I am and Elorin, after healing you like minimal for a 2nd level spell, and then just is like, I'm doing a lot right now.
I'm not talking about you, my guy.
No, I know, but he
Okay.
it's just his reassurance to the group where he's like, I'm trying.
Hey, look, I'm not at my best right now.
Yeah.
Reginald may not be a barbarian, but he essentially does not hear or acknowledge his teammates at all as soon as he starts fighting in the name of Brad.
That's
Tunnel
not
vision,
true.
yeah, I got it.
You are
Yeah.
bardic inspired, so you
Is
don't.
that the end of your turn?
That'll be the end of my turn, yes.
All
You
right.
paid
So
attention
then
enough
it
to block
is,
that
it is Whip Lady's turn, and she will move to about here, and
No. Do it.
she will get you.
Me?
Oh, it is
Do we
a,
have
that's a
cover? Do we
long
have
range
cover?
whip. What's the range on that whip?
10 feet.
15.
That's
15 feet.
Yeah.
15
It's a,
feet, holy
it's a bull
shit.
whip.
50
Bull whip,
feet?
Is that
50? What?
No, 15.
does she have a hard time hitting because we're all on her way?
No, it's a melee weapon. That's not how it works.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It's ranged attacks that offer cover. You can't get cover from melee. They go hit your ass.
So she will. That
Not hit me.
She will
He just
completely whip.
sidestepped the whip.
She can't hit you guys at all.
What if, as a reaction, I try and grab the whip?
Was the light in your
Take it
eyes?
from
Is all he offers.
She is glowing.
And then she's going to move here, and that'll be her
Smart
turn.
move. Smart
What a
move.
loser.
All right.
Smart move. Loser.
Mamoru is kind of bleeding a little bit, so he's decided he's going to kill both of these people if he can. His first his first action here is going to be fighting spirit again as a bonus action.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's all right. So 5 HP and advantage on every attack he makes this turn, and then he's going to attack with Kaze no Tatsujin on Wimpy Guy with Mallet. So
Wimpy Guy with
hopefully
Mallet.
I can roll a 7 at least.
The Mallet
All right,
of
that's a
Mallet.
15 plus 6. Is that it?
21.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's gonna hit.
That's gonna hit? Alright, so that's a d8 plus 4.
Roll again to see if you crit.
Oh, that's true, that's true. No, I didn't.
You
crit.
didn't crit.
Alright, cool. That's fine. So that's 7 plus 4.
11.
So my me, counted with my fingers, 11. 11 points of damage on Mallet Man.
All right. He looks very, very hurt.
Alright, action surge. I'm going to kill him.
Oh yeah.
This time I pull out my other blade, Loretta, and I'm going to slash him with that. I give Loretta a kiss before I slash, though. You know.
Honorably so.
There's enough poison.
This
on
is
the dagger to
also
kill.
at advantage.
I should not have.
Oh my god. I whiffed that one. That's a 6 plus. That's 12. Does 12 hit?
No.
No? Oh my god. Unlucky. Alright, He looks at Loretta with a distasteful eye and just kind of groans a bit. He ends his turn then.
I got it. Action surge. Let's go. Yeah.
All right, Reginald.
All right. The one glowing in the holy light of Brad's targeting mechanisms, otherworldly targeting mechanisms, is a little bit out of my reach. So I am simply going to charge my way. Can I actually step on this guy? Is that okay?
Yeah. Fuck it.
Okay. I'll take the attack of opportunity from Chad man over there.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask.
Oh, yeah. That is a thing that you probably should happen, isn't it? Because you moved away from.
You tell me, bro. He could just decide not to attack me.
He
No.
might want to save his reaction, you know?
No, let's. I guess throw a scimitar at you.
Throw.
Will not hit, baby.
Oof.
Jeez, what's your AC?
Shield.
18
His-
paladin armor.
His AC's 18. That's all right.
That's one more than mine. I was about to say less.
That's
Dual wielder,
one
extra
less
plus
than
1.
2 more than what he rolled.
I like how
alright.
my fingers. Is that right? That's.
And then I'll be like, "Behold, woman, the judgment of Brad!" And I will attack her.
Send her the Brad's holy skies in the holy party in the skies.
That one.
Oh
I
my
hit.
god.
I
Or
mean,
not,
you do have
I
bardic
guess.
inspiration.
That's only a
that-
D4 though, isn't it?
It's a D6. You could get it up to a 13. I don't know if that'll hit, but you can try.
I don't think it
It-
does because
I
I rolled a
think thir-
13.
No, but you rolled a
You rolled a
13
13
on
on
this
this
big
boy.
bad leader, yeah. While a 13
He's
on
in
Mallet
there.
Man over here hit, so.
No,
That's if I rolled a-
Metagaming, but you could try to roll a max number here.
That's one chance in 6. I mean,
okay.
I might as well.
1 in 6
I'll do
chance
it.
to try to hit.
I'll fucking
yeah.
do it.
Good. Yeah,
Maybe.
I'll do it.
That's 11.
It doesn't hit. Go figure, huh?
Nah. Well, that's all I do. I can do no more. I need to be level 5. Pepe hands.
All right. It is the Dawn's turn as he is going to attack person close to him, Lyra. One sec. Switch.
Oh, sorry. I should have come back, shouldn't I?
You just would have risked getting a hit with another attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you're fine, B.
That's gonna hit.
It
Yeah.
does. My reckless attack is
Oh,
still in effect,
2.
right? Because I haven't gone yet?
Correct. But he rolled with advantage anyway. So.
Right.
So 2 slashing.
Epic.
That's not gonna hit.
Nope.
And then dagger.
No, no.
Oh my god, the
Three
crit
nat
on the
20s.
dagger.
So another 3 points of piercing damage.
I'm doing great.
So yeah, it's only 5 damage total.
Yeah.
I
For what it could have been.
I
I'm doing
can
great.
heal you again, and almost ensure it will be more than the last.
I have 2 ways of healing you, so
Almost
you should be fine.
sure.
Correct.
It'll be now this guy's turn over here.
Okay.
Not
Sorry, I'm
so-
having my own fight up here, guys. It's fine.
Put that over there. There we
Listen, all right. Nobody told you to go up there.
Follow
I
your inner
thought-
Brad, Weeaboo, and overcome this challenge.
Yes, I will do that. God fucking damn it.
What? No one can ever best me. Oh, sweet.
Oh, sweet, somebody bested me. No, I'm good.
go. All right. and
Unless
that's all
they
he's
have
gonna do.
an extra plus 15 to that attack, I think I'm fine. All right.
Lyra.
Lyra.
I strike recklessly.
All right, go for it.
Advantage and great acts of the law.
Higher than a 4.
Hey!
There we go.
Does that
Well, does that hit is a question, but even with a certain thing that he has, that's definitely gonna hit. Go ahead.
Sorry, dogs.
I'm killing it.
Wait. That is 6 points of damage because you're raging. Adds an
Yeah,
extra
wow.
2.
Oh yes, okay. I rolled a 1.
See, here's the
On a
issue.
D12.
If you're like a traditionally like low roller, you usually go great sword over great axe.
Look, my guy.
Great
I've
axe.
never made
is
a good decision in my life.
Alright.
Let the man make his decisions. That's
Oh, you
all.
rolled a 1.
But
12.
I like the aesthetic
You
of
get
short
him.
girl great axe.
But he kind of looks up at you, and is that really all you got?
You have disadvantage, Stinky.
Barely. A
He-
scratch wound.
He-
Okay.
He is now assaulted by a bunch of cops.
Yeah,
a bunch of spectral
a bunch
cops.
of cops are having an abusive force.
they're
and
they're just
kicking him.
bullying him. They're
Yeah,
just pushing him
him
around.
I faintly feel discriminated against.
Good.
Yeah, because
Take
we
it back.
hate you. No.
You are trying to rob us.
This isn't even our stuff.
You're right. It's mine.
Oh, you're gonna keep that up till the end of your life, aren't you?
No, my name's
is-
on it.
It does have. Wait, why does it have your name on it?
I don't know, man. It must have been the manufacturer.
Right.
I tuck my
All right.
dagger back deeper into my pocket.
Is it the end of your turn? Lyra.
I guess it is. As unless he intends to move, which I don't think he does.
Dog. Bark, bark. You're good? Okay. It is now Chick's turn.
Oh, you
And-
mean Mallet Man?
Oh,
Man, man.
yeah. Come on, right page. There we go.
I look at the man on death's door. I'm like,
You
Please.
are already dead.
my God. Okay, I guess I'm fine.
Nice.
And that is his entire turn, as he does not look very confident.
It's like we're just
And
constantly whiffing
he is
shots
going
against
right
each
now.
other. It's like I blew up action surge to try to kill him,
Even
and
though you guys are literally right next to each other.
it's like constantly swiping at each other. It's you're putting up quite a good fight.
I'm going to give my bardic inspiration die to Lyra.
Okay.
Okay, I see
And
that
then-
is.
Well, because here's why: you're all right on health, and she's been repeatedly crit stabbed.
This is true.
Let me.
Just get chainmail. Like, just get adamantine chainmail. Forehead, easy.
I literally do better without it.
Well, you don't get crit on.
The resistance is what saves me anyway.
Yeah, you can't rage if you're wearing heavy armor.
Can he not?
Really?
Oh, okay.
No.
I thought you could still rage.
Nope.
It's too heavy.
Just didn't get the
it makes
armor
you
bonus.
tired.
Yes. Okay. If a creature has a bardic inspiration die from you and receives a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, the creature can roll that die, choose the target affected by the spell, and the number rolls. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna inspiration myself, and then I'm going to heal.
Can you inspiration yourself?
Heal. Yeah, you can give yourself bardic inspiration. I heal Lyra for 3 points with my healing hands.
Oh, 3 points.
And then I'm gonna roll a d6 to add on to that. 4, so 7 points of healing.
Well, I want to point at bardic inspiration, right?
Correct.
Is what you're trying to do? It does not work on yourself.
It doesn't work
Yeah.
on healing.
Yeah, you.
Magical inspiration from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
No, the inspiration
oh, no,
will work
on
on
you.
healing because of your abilities, but you can't
creature
cast
other than
inspiration
you.
on
It
yourself.
says if a creature.
Other than you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, what? Bardic inspiration?
That's why I was
You can't-
confused. You can't cast it on
shit.
yourself.
Never mind then. I will do the healing hands on Lyra, and then I will bonus action cast Healing Word at first level.
So 3 heal and then
And then
more.
another slot. 2 plus 4, another 6. So 9 points of healing total.
That still basically negated the last round of combat, so... And then
Yes,
some.
but it cost me a spell slot, and I was trying to do it without a spell slot. Because I have 2 left.
It's okay, I have 1.
Yeah, but
I
you're
don't
a
have
half
any.
caster. I don't have anything other than this.
That's true.
This is all I got.
Yeah.
I'm giving it all I've got.
Alright, that's all I can do. I will stay here.
All right. She's not very confident in how this battle's turning out. She still has confidence in their leader, but that's about it.
Mhm.
But that does not mean she's going to stop fighting, as she's going to attempt to whip you, boy.
Happen.
You dare attempt to whip me, you miss.
I'm too
It
close.
tings off the
Completely
helmet.
whipped. Yeah, I was gonna say it just tings off, and she's.
Even less confidence than when she started, yeah.
You really should consider that whip a work in progress.
I don't get it.
And that'll be the end of her turn. Jack. Momora.
Momura coughs at the comment. And then goes to kill this guy. Because he is sick of him still being alive. 3 turns after he said he wanted to get the first kill.
Yeah. He'll get it.
Go ahead and try to roll.
Alright, so he's not going to do anything with this fighting spirit this time around. There's no need to. So he's going to go ahead and just give out a good old-fashioned slash against Mallet Man. That's a +6. I think
So
that
13.
hits. Yeah.
That's gonna hit.
Alright, cool. This is a D8 plus 4.
All right.
It's 9 points of damage.
Well, I'll let you know the roll didn't matter. He was on 1 health.
I cut off his mallet swinging arms.
You cut off his mallet. It was actually a part of him.
It was a shinobi prosthetic.
Yeah, there were blood vessels attached. It was a growth.
I was trying to make the best of a tumor.
I freak out visibly. Oh my god, jeez. Okay.
You have defeated Beyblade.
I have regained honor for my tribe. Whatever. I go to slash at this guy with my bonus action with Loretta. That's a +6. I think that hits.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's gonna hit.
That's a because of 2-weapon fighting, I get to add my bonus to this roll. That's an 8. 8 points of damage on Knife Larry.
Dude, not Knife Larry.
His name is Cliff. We saw it.
My
That is
my
He's
name.
not gonna acknowledge
is-
anybody. Your name is Knife Larry now. I slash at him and I like stab him.
His sword steals names.
Do you have like a bottle of champagne we can smash on him?
Why do you think the
Chris,
sword's
I mean,
named
like,
Loretta?
goddamn new car.
That's not what you do with a car. You do that with a boat.
Yeah.
I can smash whatever I want into my car.
Alright, is
Yeah,
I'm
that's all.
assuming
That's what I do. Yeah.
All right, I shall let's try this again, young woman,
Let's dance.
but with our fists and or weapons of choice. That'll be a 14,
Alright. That's a hit.
and I will once again imbue my blade with the holy power of Lord Brad. Meaning that is 7 plus the D4 from Divine Smite or Divine whatever. Rolling the dice plus 2, and then another
Okay.
7 damage on top of that. So 16 points of damage.
Well, without that 7, you had exact as
Damn it! I should have wasted my spell slot.
as she goes over.
Behold the power of the Lord.
She lets out a good old
Now I'm not concentrating on a spell anymore. Wonderful.
And I'm going to move right there. Actually, do I have to move? Let me just check real quick. No, I don't. Never mind. So I won't move. I'll turn around and point at the leader, and be like, "Brad's retribution be upon ye, foul sinner!"
Who the fuck is Brad?
Listen, you don't actually have the lifespan to hear the entire story.
I don't want to. I just
Oh.
want the cot.
We'll take care of that.
Well, then just leave it to us.
We'll put you right out of your misery.
Well, it seems that I have an enemy that is approaching me.
Oh, you're approaching me?
As he's gonna move.
Oh no! You have to stay 10 feet away, or this won't work.
Yeah, come on.
Sucks for you. As-
He does. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. No, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
no, I was grabbed by my arm and told to shut the fuck up. So I will.
Yeah,
I will
go
let.
ahead.
I will let things happen.
So what you're saying? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What's that?
No,
Oh,
after you.
No, go ahead.
he's gonna scimitar.
Try me, bitch. I'm deathless. That will hit, though. Actually, I'm
He
going
has
to impose
disadvantage.
disadvantage on that.
Can you?
Yeah,
You
if
don't
we-
have to.
if we both impose disadvantage, then he actually has
Oh.
disadvantage because he has advantage.
That's right. I forgot
have
we don't have disadvantage anyway. So never mind.
He doesn't have
Does he
advantage
not?
to hit. Why would he have advantage to hit
I don't,
Paladin?
I don't know.
He doesn't.
So
Well, I don't know why-
Where all
and
these
you-
disadvantages to hit
You-
come from? I don't think you can use the disadvantage with your shield if it's just you.
but he doesn't have to because he was hit with Ancestral Guardians. He has disadvantage to hit anyone who's not Lyra.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So we're good.
So
it's a
like these
13.
spectral cops are just pushing him around as he's trying to.
Yeah.
find
Yeah.
All right.
Well, he's gonna do it. Okay.
He's going to miss. Hey, I'm just standing there immobile, letting my pack.
I don't
Here we go.
understand what's going on.
The cops for the win.
He's just thrown around. It's like what the
Hold on.
It's like a paying patty cake with his alive body. Yeah.
It's gonna be Cliff's turn now.
You mean Life Larry? Knife Larry. I'm sorry, my bad. I got your name wrong. It's Knife
You
Larry.
called him Life Larry. That's about to be very wrong.
Nice Larry for long.
Couldn't do it, but let me have a swing.
You have a knife.
I couldn't do it.
There's nothing I love more than 100% confidence and then like terrible dice rolls.
I like bat it out of the way with my with Loretta. That's cute.
I'll give you another shot.
Cocky, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's,
Yes, yes, we are.
Kid, you're gonna make me use 10% of my power.
All right, Lyra. It's your
I
turn.
shank recklessly.
This is actually, unfortunately, his first real combat encounter with like not training dummies, like in his own lore.
He's killed
And he's
several
very,
men.
he's very disappointed with it. No, that's what he tells people.
Luckily, the guy that's still next to you is kind of moving around like a training dummy with how poorly coordinated he actually is.
Honestly, he's just disappointed. That's really all it is.
That rolled twice.
That's a
It's 22. I rolled
Oh.
twice for no reason.
oh, it like lagged.
I guess so.
Okay, well, he. Hang on. Is this gonna? I gotta check again. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna bother. All right. Well, go to hit.
15 damage. I
Plus
rolled
2.
math. Plus 2, 17.
Is that max damage? Damn, nice.
Yeah.
So I like how he's like, "Is that all you got?" And then his turn, he gets fucking knocked around by your spectral cops, and then just cracked.
All right.
That is my whole turn.
That's your whole turn.
I came here to kick ass and chew gum, but I guess I should have picked up
wait.
more gum.
I'm gonna move here. That's it.
Can you bardic inspiration me? I want to do something stupid.
Yeah.
Like move 10 feet.
All right. Well,
I have two ideas. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move here or here, and then I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
No, wait, hold on. That's my kill. That's my kill. And you like blast him away.
Yeah, sorry. I'm very tired. No, I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave on this square, so this guy needs to give me a con save.
all right.
So that will save, so he will take half of. Let me double check what the damage is on Thunder Wave. 2d8. So he'll take half of 2d8. So 5 points of thunder damage. And he manages not to get knocked 10 feet back. And then I will give a bardic inspiration die to Reginald. He said he wanted to do something stupid.
All right.
Can you support this course of action? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, stand.
Listen, all right. When people say I'm literally willing to put myself in harm's way to possibly benefit you in a bit, that is like music to Aloran's ears.
Oh,
It's just like, the floor is yours, my man. Please have at it.
I just realized through my two windows, your token's right there, right?
Yes.
Because on my other window, you're right here.
He did kind of move over there for a
He moved
second,
in
but
there
then he
once.
said he wasn't going to move.
I do this.
That's
Okay.
super weird.
It's back. Okay. That
That
was
the cash capping and roll 20 has some issues sometimes.
It's not
All right.
perfect, but
End of
it's
your turn,
better
right?
than a lot of other things. So.
Yes, that's all you can do.
all right. Jack, it's your turn.
All right. Well, thanks for the help, I guess. He goes to slash. With his good old Kaze no Tatsujin. Just a normal ass slash 5 plus
How
6.
many low rolls do you get?
Listen, I've ran games before. You know exactly how many low rolls I get.
This is true.
6, right?
That's true.
So,
Yeah,
an
so it's
11
11.
doesn't hit, right?
Plus 6.
Yes,
Yeah, it's a 5
11.
plus 6. It's 11.
So if only you had the bardic inspiration. That misses.
All right, well, cool, because I'm going to go ahead and slash with Loretta this time, and hopefully Loretta will actually do something. I don't know.
Oh,
We'll see.
No!
Loretta's not going to do anything. Loretta's going to be super lazy about this whole ordeal. As
do
like,
this all
I
day.
whiff, yeah, he's just bogging
Mr.
back and forth, much like a mannequin might not.
Mr. Hanataro, I do have to inform you that this will be taken into account during the year in review.
Listen, I got 2 words for you. Shut up, all right?
That's
He says
all right.
he says the year in review like he has authority over it.
Listen, I'm
You
having
think
a
his
day
plan
right
is
now.
not essentially to end
I-
up on your guys' review board.
This is my first. I mean, this is my 100th combat. Yes, my 100th combat,
Right.
and I'm a little bit disappointed
Listen,
in the current outcome of the
You leave the
situation.
lying to me. I'm better at it. And
I don't know what you're talking
we'll
about.
just-
I tell
we'll think
nothing
about
but
things in the
truths.
future.
All right?
Again, leave the lying to me.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, constantly slashing at this bobbing and weaving fellow here, Knife Larry. I'm just like, would you stop moving? I end my turn.
All right. Reginald.
All right, I'm going to take a step back, taking the attack of opportunity because I'm a Chad like that.
All right. He is going to.
Miss me with that gay shit. And now that I have 10 feet of leeway, I am going to charge him.
Oh my god.
Just gonna go like, the holy light of Brad is within me, and then use myself as a weapon as I attempt to slam into him with great force.
Is there an attack roll for that?
It's basically the same thing as a grapple. So it's my athletics contested against his athletics or acrobatics.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you can shove.
All right.
This would be a bull rush, I think, as a category.
So I need to roll athletics, right?
Athletics or acrobatics, yeah. And I will do the same. And that will be...
Are you actually doing any damage by doing this?
I think I knock him prone if I succeed.
Well, you're not getting an advantage,
Oh
right?
yeah.
As far as I know, no, which means I need this to be a 6.
So.
And it is!
Ah!
Jesus Christ. All right.
Hey, bardic inspiration.
It worked this time.
Yep.
All right. So you're charging at him. You're grappling him.
So
Or what do
Bull
you?
Rush, Bull Rush, I believe, knocks him back 5 feet and knocks him prone.
Mhm.
I think
And-
for 5e, it's just called shove. You can knock him prone. You can knock him back 10 feet or 5 feet. Sorry. I'm trying. I'm
No,
just like
the-
reading this while.
There was it might be called charge or something.
Do you have the charger feet?
In 5e, it's just like shove. You can make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either knock it prone or push it away from you. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, the attack replaces one of them. Target must
You
make
don't,
no
need
others.
to, you don't need to back up for shove though.
No, you don't.
Do,
No, you don't.
do you,
Back up for charge.
yes. Do you have the charger feet?
I did not know that was a feat.
Yes, it's a feat. It's not like an action
Yeah.
everybody has, but yeah, you can just shove. That's what it is.
Hmm.
So you didn't need
I
to
guess
technically
I'll
back.
just grapple him then. That'll be
Yeah.
easier. It'll be
All
more effective.
Okay. So then he's not moving anywhere.
No.
You're just.
Oh yeah,
Even if you want.
yeah,
grapple.
if you just shove him, he just gets up on his next turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Push.
I'm a push.
Okay.
Push him.
I'm failing to see what you've done, but okay.
He's
Who has
grappled now, so
grabbed
attacks
him.
on
Yeah, they
attacks
might
on
take
him
the
have
same
advantage.
space.
No. That's not a thing.
That's what grapple is.
No.
Grapple is you take up the same space.
No.
That's what grapple. That's literally what it says.
It's I don't think that's right.
I think that's right. I'm pretty sure that's
All right.
right.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm reading it right now. Hold on. Subject target is grappled condition. The condition specifies the thing's ends if you can make a release of target. It says nothing about taking up the same space.
The grapple does not mean, strange as it seems, that you are in the same space as your opponent. So that
Well,
means, yeah,
however,
it is
that
possible to
misconception.
target a creature within an area to keep your ally out of the effect. So he does not take up the same space.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't the only one in that misconception. But that
Yeah, it's very
seems
stupid
like-
because you can attack someone that you are grappling, which is with your weapon. You can even get your bonus attack in your offhand if you so desire, which means you're not actually touching them. It's very weird. Grappling makes no sense. I mean, 3.5 had a lot of grapple rules, but 5e doesn't really have enough.
Well, I will ask, is that your turn then?
Yeah, talking to.
All right.
So a grappled creature just can't move. It doesn't say anything about like advantage, disadvantage to attack. So he just can't move. That's all.
He cannot move.
Yeah.
So very confused. He's going to he's gonna multi-attack you or attempt to.
Okay. He has disadvantage.
We just said he doesn't.
He does because he's still under the effect.
Yeah,
of the
because
power.
he's still under the effect
right.
of Ancestral Guardian.
So that's gonna be a miss, and a miss. Nothing personal, kid.
All right, and he's not gonna be going anywhere. So it's
Knife Larry, my old nemesis.
the name Cliff.
Yeah, whatever you say, striking dummy. Do you want me to knock you off a cliff, or I say
Taro, finish off Knife Larry and come help us.
Like as he goes to stab me, I just like knock the blade away from myself with my sword, and it's just like, do you like want me to throw you off a cliff, or like dangle you over one, or is there a cliff nearby? I look around for a cliff.
I didn't see one on the way over.
No, there's no cliff here. I can't do that. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna have to just stab you.
Oh wait, how steep is that riverbank right here?
I look over there. Do you want like I can throw you down into that?
No, I don't want to go off the cliff.
We'll pretend
I
like
want
it's
you to go off the cliff. If anybody's going off the cliff, it's gonna be you.
That
Why
sounds like
would I
smack
do
talk
that?
to me.
Now, see,
That's
listen. My name's Hanataro, not Cliff. So like I don't want to go off a cliff.
And your name is Larry.
My name's not My name is Cliff.
Oh well.
You seem confused. Are you okay?
Yes.
Come on, finish off Larry and be done with it.
My name's not Larry.
I'm working on it. You won't stop dodging and weaving.
So that, just to be clear, that does not hit you, right?
No, it doesn't hit me. I have a 17 AC because I'm dual wielding. It's a feat. It's a feat I have.
16.
My AC is 16, but it's +1 when I'm dual wielding because of a feat I have, the dual wielding feat.
Let me just write that down.
Yeah, add a +1 bonus AC while you're wielding a separate weapon in each hand. So it's I'm dual wielding.
That means to hit him with a 16, you have to shoot him before he draws his weapon.
Basically,
right.
yeah.
Then, Lyra, it's your turn.
The exchange is up top compared to below here.
Call me crazy, but I'm gonna slap with the
You're crazy.
great axe of the gods.
The gods of cops.
It rolled twice again. Am I holding it down? Am I
Maybe you're
clicking it a little
double
bit too
clicking.
long? I don't think I am. Yeah, no, that one was fine. Maybe I'm just clicking it and holding it down too long.
Does an 18
The
hit?
first one is an 18.
So he is going to, because you're attacking with a melee weapon, right?
Yes.
Well, he's going to parry you, which then he gets another 2 to his AC, so then it just barely misses.
Which he can somehow do despite being fucking grappled. It makes no sense.
Nelson. He's still like,
He is grappled, not restrained. To restrain them is to like hold them down.
I mean, have you guys seen plenty of movies? I'm sure, maybe not Jack. Where people
Hey,
even
fuck
grapple, like, dodge many people coming at them.
Yeah, like an action movie or something where they like
I've
grab you
seen
by the
Jackie
neck,
Chan.
but you still like fight off. And
It's okay, I have a plan, do not worry.
I see Jackie Chan. He was
I
at the
was
grocery
worried.
store.
He kicked the shit out of like 3 guys. It was crazy.
they asked him where the lettuce was.
He wanted the last orange. He was gonna have
Very
it.
disrespectful towards the cashier.
They wouldn't
Alright.
get mad.
Are you doing anything else?
No, that's my whole turn.
All right, Lauren.
I'm just,
All right.
just bobbing and weaving. I'm constantly
Well.
slashing at him, and it's just not working. Like right in front of Lauren.
Well, I would honestly love to be here all day, but I'm going to second level Thunderwave. So I need another con save.
I need you out of this. This is me and him. Get out of here.
Yeah, get lost.
I respect a duel as much as the next guy, but That's a fail.
All right, how much is he taking?
9 points of thunder damage, and he is pushed 10 feet away.
God damn it! Now I gotta go chase him.
As you see, shoom,
Is he
up
dead?
into the tree. His
Did
body
he just
goes.
die?
Yep.
God!
Listen,
Ragdoll physics.
we have slightly more.
The force was so
slightly
strong that when his body hit the ground, it went up into the tree.
That's gonna be hard to
Listen.
explain.
Hanataro, you have many opportunities to prove yourself among the time of this venture. That first kill was rather impressive. I do see one other target, though, that you could set your sights on. And I'm going to give you Bardic Inspiration with the assumption that you will go kill that guy.
I gotta stab the corpse in the tree.
Not that one.
Alright, I don't
That
do that. Alright.
Yeah. All right. That's my end of my turn, so start of yours.
Alright. Hanataro is going to begrudgingly move down here. I think he can. Yeah, he can just fine. Suddenly, while being restrained, there's another guy equally as weird looking and is just gonna start stabbing him. Just start stabbing him like a piñata. I don't know
Take
if
the
that's how
final
piñata-
blow, weeaboo!
Go ahead, attempt at this.
First slash was the Kaze no Tatsujin. I don't know if I have advantage. Do I have advantage?
You do not. But
No,
I
I
don't.
messed up.
Okay. All right, 6.
You-
So that's a 19
until
plus
you-
a 6. So I think that hits with a 25.
It does hit. Go ahead.
That's all right. That's a D8 plus 4. That's
You
10
can't
points of
parry all.
slashing damage. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to attack with Loretta, which is gonna be a 16. Is a 16
not-
hit?
Nope.
Okay. What about a bardic inspiration of an extra D6?
19.
Oh, right, that hits.
Here's another D8 with a plus 4.
Oh,
That's
no.
5 more slashing damage.
All right.
And I just man, I gotta do all the work over here while I'm slashing. I realize he's not dead. I gotta do some of the work over here. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Reginald.
All right, so I just want to clarify something about grapple. You can forcibly move people that you are grappling, right, at half your movement?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Cool. I am going to take the dash action, and I'm going to charge us into the river, screaming the holy word of the Lord. Come with me, foul sinner, to the depths of the earth!
Wait, hold on,
Your
my pincushion.
retribution is nigh!
That is
5,
unexpected,
10,
but
15,
welcome.
20. Oops.
I don't think you can swim in that armor.
Don't worry
No.
about it. 25, and then down here 30 with
Well, down
with
there's
dash
like
action.
it's gonna be a drop.
Okay, well it's a drop. I'm yeeting us off the cliff.
Hey, I found the cliff. I look over to the trees. I found the cliff. Okay, never mind. You're dead.
Yeah, unfortunately, he can't hear you right now. He's a little preoccupied.
Oh my god.
My token looks
Oh,
like
Brad!
Yeah.
We
Your
lost the
token
paladin.
does look like she's rather concerned about what's happening.
Yeah, she's just watching and being chucked into the river. Wow. Jesus.
Let's. I need you to make me an athletics check.
All right, maybe. I really wish I had bardic inspiration, but I don't.
No, I took it. It was mine.
Athletics.
I was
I'm
supposed
kind
to
of
know.
Nat 20! For the glory of Brad!
How's it feel to run a
Oh.
game, by the way?
I missed every attack.
I can
I
see
can
why
get-
there's stuff that has to be improvised.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I was expecting this. And I was slowly getting my hopes up that this wouldn't happen.
You fool!
Because I gave you guys a cliff and no one did anything with it. Alright. You somehow catch yourself on the rocks of the upper cliff before you fall, just leaving his body to yeet off of the rocks. And while you
Holy
do
shit.
that, let me have him roll.
Call me a believer.
Let me get this out of the way. Okay, that's not gonna work.
Do we get
So he's going to fall, and you just see well, you hear a loud crack, a thud, and a splash.
Judgment has been passed.
Is he dead?
I would assume so.
If we heard the splash, first,
hang
he
on.
would. Yeah, he would have been.
Hang
He
on.
would have been
That's
alive.
not. That's gonna be one of these. As his body is just unconscious in the water. Technically, because of the drop, it's not as like the cliff isn't as big as you think it is, but it's still enough like force where he is now unconscious floating in the river.
Then I'm gonna fucking WWE Super Slam with my sword straight down onto him.
You will not climb back up here that way.
I'm okay with that.
You
I
will
also
drown.
don't really think that far ahead.
No, listen. We don't have to pay him if he's not here.
While I agree with your sentiment, I'm fairly certain that we want to just wait and let him do his. He will die. That's up to him. You have guided him along the way to Brad. He will
already
sail.
and he's not going to Brad. Excuse me. Sinners go to. I don't know what the stereotypical.
He goes to the Virgin.
Brad. Have you read your own scripture?
No. The only the cool people go to Brad. The rest go to Larry.
Oh, Knife Larry back there.
No. The real Larry.
Oh, the real Larry. My apologies.
But his name is really Larry.
Please, go jump off a cliff.
I go ahead and do my WWE Super Slam sword stab through this guy's chest.
I watch in awe.
And that was the last time we saw Reginald.
Slam.
He died doing what he loved, being an idiot.
Go ahead and try and roll for damage on that.
All right. Is this like a longsword damage essentially?
Whatever weapon that you're using, roll for
All right.
it.
And my
He is
Holy
unconscious.
Smite's still active, so
I just want to see, just roll to see if you hit, because you are trying to fall
Jump.
off the cliff
okay.
to do this.
As a 10.
You are not.
It's a 20 because if he's incapacitated, I have advantage on the attack.
I think it's more so to see whether or not you hit because you're falling off a cliff.
Advantage or disadvantage because you are falling off of the cliff. So unfortunately, you are going to not be there. You're gonna land here.
Oh no,
flat.
that's solid.
You're gonna be able to.
No, I finish him off anyway. In a slightly less badass fashion.
Does he take damage for falling?
Yeah, I think homie, I don't think your ankles are okay.
What's
The
what's
water,
the distance?
the water cushioned my fall.
Water don't work like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to roll another athletics.
That is not what water does.
Yeah, there's
that'll
this
be
thing
an
called
8.
surface tension that unfortunately Brad does not have control over.
Yeah, the split second that you impact the water, it's as good as concrete. You're aware of this, right?
It'd have to be pretty high up to do that for that to happen.
I'm gonna do this. Where the fuck? Let's just say this. You take 7 points.
All right.
How deep is that hole? Or how deep's the cliff?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right.
That's fair.
Don't have an answer for that. But the water is deep enough where you can like you can float, but it's not. It's like the deep end of a swimming pool.
All right. Well, I mean,
it's deep enough where you can be fully submerged, but not deep enough where it's like the bottom's not there. So unfortunately, you're gonna kind of clunk at the bottom and take some damage.
You must use the calves of Brad, and you must hurl yourself to be like standing above the water as you bring your weapon down. And you will have to bunny hop so as not to drown.
And I'm gonna take you guys out of the combat now. He's not gonna.
I'm gonna use my 50 feet of rope to tie it to the tree and throw it down for him.
I will start by murdering the man, finishing him off, using the holy ball of foot on my back for flavor. And then I'll kindly try and heave myself and my armor up on this twain of rope.
It's hempen rope, so it's rather strong.
Okay.
It's just, and this time, Allurin is just looking down at you like, what the fuck?
The foes have been smitten. Fear not, young woman.
I say, what the fuck?
I'm gonna start going to the cart.
It's our cart.
Right.
And my name's on it.
Let's start looting bodies.
Oh, fair idea. I start looting bodies.
Yeah. We gotta loot bodies.
Are you going to do that to the body that was in the river?
Yes,
No.
I will fly. I will fly. I will activate my angelic Asimar wings. I will fly down, loot the corpse, and then come back up.
Bullshit angel powers.
Thank you.
I'll be like, these poor fools that do not know the name of Brad. I cannot accept any charity from them.
Oh, fear not. You weren't getting a cut.
I loot these bodies with what do I find? More up top.
Let's see here.
A little more in my movement range, you know, just the bodies I have access to.
Hang on, I'm trying to.
Triumphantly standing where she's trying to look. Just directly foot on the chest.
All right. So between the bodies, you're going to find a total of 650 silver pieces.
Oh my god.
Nice.
280 gold pieces.
200. Wait, what?
280 gold pieces.
80 gold pieces. You're welcome.
Thank
I'm
you.
writing down all this loot. Yeah. Holy shit.
Why were they robbing us?
they had more money than we did.
Well,
wait, hold on. He said this was his cart. What if it turns out that this delivery was for him?
Then we...
Well, the thing is, you're also going to find a note. The note...
Your delivery will be scheduled for... Your Amazon delivery has arrived.
The note doth read, I have the goods heading your way. I've paid you well enough. Don't fuck this up. Signed, AC.
Okay, good news. Good news. This
We know
wasn't
an
a buyer.
I have an AC.
Shut the fuck up.
Good news. These guys weren't. They were definitely robbing us. We weren't robbing them by killing our buyers. Bad news.
These weren't our buyers. We never talked about price. They attacked us even.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Something's
But there is
not right.
somebody. What was the name on the note again?
AC. Can I roll history on the name AC?
My detective senses are tingling.
It's not great.
Gentlemen, ladies, I do believe the culprit has been found. He who does not follow the way of Brad is clearly the instigator. And there's only one person here that does not follow the Lord Brad, and that's whoever that guard was that mysteriously decided to
15.
himself.
I was thinking that it was the guard that set us up too.
Yeah, 15 ace or 15 history.
Well, it seems there's quite a bit of people that could have the initials AC. The C in particular I'll have you know, because no one bothered to ask about the king's name, and I also forgot to say it earlier. But the family name of the king is Crawford.
What is the king's first name?
What's the current king's first name?
The current
Animals Crossing.
first name is Lear.
Okay, so not from our king. Okay.
What was the previous king's last name?
Or first name?
Oh, sorry, first name. My bad.
The previous king, Akin.
Okay.
Spelled with an A.
You know, he's dead though, so right, you can't, you know.
AACHE.
Yep. All right.
K-A-N.
No, it's all right. No, it can't be the previous king because he's dead. You know, he's gone and dead.
Quite. However, for better or worse, that means someone would be trying to pin him for this. I fold up the note and I'm going to put it in my pocket.
Well, I mean, were they expecting these guys to die here? They did seem kind of under-equipped.
We are only halfway to our goal.
I think we take off without the guard.
We didn't take off without the guard.
No,
we can't take off. We don't have horses.
We
He
should.
took the horses with them.
Did he really, or is that just a...
Do you see horses here? Do you see the horse?
Don't worry, my friend. I will be your horse.
I don't doubt that.
I forgot to put a horse.
It's fine.
And I forgot about the horse because it wasn't on the map. Because I was gonna say when the battle begins, it's gonna run away.
I'm going to point in the direction of the guard where I last saw him go and cast a message. And I'm going to say, we've run into some difficulties. Please come back here as soon as we can. It doesn't look good. Things are going wrong here.
Nah, don't use that fucking fancy magic shit. Here, hold on. Hey,
and
Reginald.
I'm deceiving him, so I'm gonna roll deception.
Reginald, get the attention of the guard with your loud ass voice.
No, I have a plan for this. Please.
It has been a long time since anyone has asked me to preach the word of Brad.
Don't worry, this will work.
Did his message connect?
I don't know.
20. That's me just sending my message.
Right.
In the direction that he went. I just need to know the person, their general direction, and be within 120 feet.
I'm gonna put that there too, just in case.
Gotcha.
So after a few moments, rushing through the trees, holding kind of his stomach, the guard comes to you. Sorry, he does not seem very well.
I'm gonna grab him by the collar.
Wait.
No, hold on. Let this continue.
What is
something I ate? I don't know. I'm sorry for being as. What the fuck happened? As he looks around and sees a bunch of fucking dead bodies.
I give him the note and we were being robbed.
No, I have the note specifically. I'm going to put a hand on him and I will cast Lesser Restoration. Which
you have a spell slot?
Yeah, I saved a second level. Or no, it's not a spell slot. It's an ASMR thing. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get one cast of Lesser Restoration.
Touch a creature use it on the bowel movements.
One disease or one condition affecting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Or a disease. This sounds like a disease. I'd say his stomach. Yeah.
He could be poisoned because stomach.
I'm just
his tum tum.
Yeah, I'm just using a Lesser Restoration to clear up his tum tum issues.
All right. Well, you cast. He seems to feel a bit better, and he's kind of. Oh, thank you. I don't know what got into me.
Something you ate, most likely.
Poison. Probably.
I don't know. It may as well be.
Seems like
I don't
deafened.
know. Seems like what?
Deafened.
Yeah, he's saying that the Lesser Restoration cured is deafening, and that's what fixes his stomach.
and then I say what?
Yeah. I am going to
So
look
what
around.
happened to all these bodies? Where did
We
these
were
people come
ambushed. They came from the trees and around, claiming that this delivery was for them. But if I remember
killed
correctly,
them
we were
all
only
by
halfway
myself.
to our area.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of warned you guys before that this path is kind of the more dangerous ones. I'm
Exactly.
glad that all of you are all right.
Correct.
Yes, if it wasn't for me, then we might have been in some trouble here, but I managed to take out all 5 of them single-handedly.
Can I do sense motive when he says, I'm glad you're alright?
Yeah, roll insight.
Alright, baby. I have a -1 of wisdom, but I am proficient in this, so I have a +1.
Yep, here you go.
11.
Oh.
Well, as far as you can tell, he seems genuine about this.
Alright.
Oh, but what if I roll inside?
I think he's all right, guys. Okay.
I am a cop after all.
It's true. It's true.
Well, as far as you can read him, which is pretty well, he has not a fucking clue what went happen.
Just like everybody gangs around him, looks at him intimidatingly. It's like, you didn't have a say in this, did you?
No.
Anyway,
I swear I have no idea what's going on.
You just said it's just Taco Tuesday getting the best of you, huh? That's just the most convenient
I looked
time.
to Lyra for confirmation because she has proclaimed to be a cop so often, just like...
Yeah, no, it checks out.
Alright. Well, we have 1, maybe 2 issues here. We do not have a horse.
We have 2 strong people.
We have 2 strong people.
And a guard.
Hitch them up.
And a note. By the way, did you show him the note? You have a note.
I reach into my coat pocket on my
apparently.
my comically short small coat that like is a vest that covers essentially my shoulders. And I just
yes, for when the draft specifically hits your chest.
Yeah, produce from my pocket the note, and I hand it, and I unfold it, and I show it to him. I'm like, we found this on the captain.
AC.
We think it stands for armor class, of which, by the way, we all have decent armor classes, so I think that's what really won us this one.
I will refold up the note after he's
I'm
done.
gonna look at the cop. He's gonna look at the cop, kind of puzzled at whatever the fuck Samurai just said.
Yeah.
Oh well, you see, it's an armor class. It's what makes it so it's difficult to hit you instead of guaranteed damage. However, there are alternatives to doing guaranteed damage, such as spells like Witch Bolt, that require 1 attack based off of your armor class, and then can do consistent damage regardless.
You did not have this accent this entire time.
No, but now we're doing it because I'm.
No,
it's
but
from Brooklyn. Yeah,
you got it. Because once you got it, you can't go back to it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's kind of infectious. So.
Hey, I'm copping here.
Is that a required police accent? If you serve with
I certainly hope not, because that would mean I was a cop.
Well, it's not the only way to get it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this is just the authentic Japanese accent.
Possibly be.
I'm not
you know
from
how
Japan.
many I've talked to. I'll just say this: the whole fucking town. And you know how many people names start with or have the initials AC?
Hey,
At least 5.
I'm saying it narrows our pool is all. I put it back in my pocket.
You see, we had this crazy idea, just a thought experiment while we were waiting for you to get back, just, the previous king had those initials. But, I mean, obviously that would be, like, both high treason against his nation, that just doesn't make any sense. And also he's dead.
Treason, also he's dead.
Yeah, also he's dead.
He's dead.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just saying, no, it was a little joke, a little thought experiment, that's all it was,
And he's gonna go, son, he's dead.
Yeah, no, he's dead. Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing that can bring back the dead from the dead,
Important to say.
You know,
Shut up.
I've never seen it. You know, like they have those like fairy tales about necromancy, you know, but those are all just fairy
Shut
tales.
up.
It's not such thing.
Let's
if you're
hit
asking
the
for
two
anything
strong people to the
allow me
card.
to tell you about Brad for a moment.
You can talk to us all you want about Brad as long as you are pulling the card.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that I was gonna have him grab the front of it and be like, "Hey, let's talk about Brad at full force," and then just have him scream and book it.
We're going faster than the horse.
Elorin just
Feel the
turns
power
to the
of
guard.
Brad swell up in my muscles.
Elorin just turns to Hanatara on the guard, and he's like, "It's like a police siren when it moves. That nobody will want to be within a quarter mile of us if they can hear him going off about Brad."
That is Lord Brad to you, pagan.
I'm gonna put you guys
Pagan?
back
I'm an actual
No,
angel.
for that matter.
No,
Um,
half angel. It's a difference.
I am going to go back, and I'm going to go see if I can get the horse, or at least the horse.
Yeah, I can try and find it. I've got animal handling.
If you guys want to try and find it, you're more than welcome. Otherwise, I'm going to head back.
I mean,
May I see
somebody-
that note? Please?
For why?
For what?
Evidence.
Hmm.
I'm a guard. You're just a new recruit.
Yeah, you can't tamper.
She is a
with it.
cop.
Yeah, she's a cop.
That would mean at least I need. the
I
evidence.
worked for the king for quite some time.
That's
all right?
meaningless now. He's
I'm
dead.
sure that there's a bit of sway that I have here that can. It's safe in my
No one's
hands,
listening
don't you
to you.
assure?
I don't
Well,
know.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
somebody has
attempt
to stay
persuading.
behind to watch
Whatever.
the merchandise.
I-
So I mean,
No need. All right, fine. You guys have the note. I got it down. Something. Bandits were fucking paid off.
Well, I
don't
can
care.
provide a
I'm gonna go back
transcript.
to town.
I'm attached to this note.
shame. I wonder where they hid the money. That's crazy.
You guys are some interesting people. Anybody told you that?
No.
What
They
is
don't
that?
stop.
I don't want to hear your responses.
He's
Turn
gone.
around. He just walks off.
Do you think that's why they were so loaded? Is because they just took the money, and we're just gonna do it all in one run?
Yeah.
That is, and this is a very fresh note from a very
But
dead
you know
king.
what else? You know what else?
Okay.
This cargo is apparently very important. I continue rummaging around trying to find anything
Yes,
secretly
the
hidden.
guard literally just said it was now our cargo.
Oh wait,
So, legally speaking,
I have.
I don't think that's how the law works, but I'm willing to work with it.
I have animal handling and proficiency with land vehicles.
Okay.
So go find our horse.
Yeah, I need to get a horse.
Where to find the horse?
I'm gonna go find the horse.
So after the
Go back
cop
to-
leaves, I'm gonna go ahead and start rummaging around our stuff with full haste, trying to find whatever the fuck it is that they were trying to steal that wasn't like spice and flour.
Elorin will help you, but with the intention that, like, once he finds it, he's essentially going to stop you from taking it and just put it back because he doesn't want to break the law in the sense that he wants to steal from things. He just wants to know what he has on deck.
Yeah, sure, whatever you can try. Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Well,
going to
yeah, I was gonna
attempt
say.
to solve what happens.
I'm sorry, miss. I don't have any
First,
spell slots left. So let's try
I
it.
need
Mister.
someone roll to find the horse.
All right.
Would that be intimidation to scare the horse? Would that be animal handling or
No.
perception?
Whichever. It's the same for you on both, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a 20. I clicked it again for just a little bit too long. I should increase
God.
the dead zone.
Yeah. The delay on your.
Yeah, maybe I should
no,
fix
it's-
that.
But then you have to fix it before you start playing Valorant again.
Dude, I do great in Valorant, okay?
That's because you cheat and multi-click like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like,
Look, just because I mainly use SMGs and automatic rifles to get around that doesn't mean that I'm cheating.
All right, and then whoever wants to search the cart, do so with investigation.
all
I
right.
am better at perception. Can I please perceive?
No.
I have a negative one to
investigating-
investigate. All right.
Investigating and perceiving are different.
I'm gonna roll a 4 and find what I'm looking for. Because
I'm gonna roll a 9.
Couldn't you
I'm-
give yourself bardic inspiration?
I can't give myself bardic. inspiration.
Given
You can give me
that was-
bardic inspiration to use on this.
Yes, but I don't want you to find it.
Um,
But we both.
is Reginald going to search?
I am attempting to pull the cart forward.
All right, give me a strength check.
I doubt he will get very far while you're going. And also, you're faster on the horse.
Yeah, because I have the horse.
Yeah, you'll eventually just trot up like.
I'm making the checks, the rolls first before I describe what's going down. So strength check, please.
That is a 5.
Your strength's a +2.
I would have been very shocked if you got a good score. All right. So after about an hour,
So this circus is happening.
Lyra will come back. She has found the horse. Meanwhile, the two that were searching the cart, as far as you guys are aware, it's just filled with random goods. You got water, you got feed, you got different, goods. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. A couple haystacks, but from what you guys found, nothing. And then the front of the cart, with absolutely kind of no luck, maybe a good inch or two, Reginald is attempting to pull the cart.
I'm too busy talking about Brad. I'm out of breath.
He's like, yeah, he's out of breath.
It's been an hour.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lyra, for returning with the cart.
That's a lot of money to
And
be going
I'm a
after some
man.
random shit.
Thank you, young woman. You have done us a great service on this day.
Go ahead and hitch up the cart so this Reginald fellow can sleep this off.
She'll do that.
So we have established that they were willing to pay quite a handsome sum to steal what is essentially less than half of what they were paid.
Yes, that's very, very weird. Well, they
That's a lot
were
of
paid to they were paid to steal it. If this was something sent out by the crown, what they would be doing is they would be paying people money to lose on a deal, because they would receive no goods from that trade.
Well, we are talking about what is essentially the dead crown, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So some dude pretending to be the previous king, which makes more sense than the previous king trying to do anything here.
That is a good point.
I'm pretty sure most people would know that the previous king is fucking dead.
Exactly. Which is probably why he abbreviated it.
He could have just come up with the separate name. It would have probably been more
Adam Croshaw, yes.
And
My worst
effective.
nemesis. I knew him well.
The point being that you did not know him well. The point being, I don't believe we have all the answers in play here. Let's do our delivery. Let's continue about our work.
Sure, we have a horse now.
Yeah, I'm going to rest in the back of the cart. I have expended darn near all of my abilities for the day, and I wish to rest.
I think
Now-
I have 2 weeks. I get my spells back on long
You know
rest,
what's
right?
crazy?
Yes,
Okay.
but I'm just going to short rest to get my bardic inspiration die back at
They
best
left
while
us
we're driving.
unsupervised.
Well, outside, of all this. To be fair, you guys had one guard with you, and he had to go on foot to go get another horse.
And we just
possibly
went and
help.
found the horse anyway. That was not.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
who
the
knows?
camera.
Maybe he didn't know if you guys were gonna find a horse or not. That's on him.
My
Just
my
saying.
intention is to show up, do the delivery, and then complain about that guard and how bad he is at his job, and how he abandoned us in the middle of the.
My plan is to steal the glory for these kills.
You can
My
take the glory
bad.
for the
Preach
kills,
the word,
I want
Brad!
you to-
Yes, Brad, whatever. Let's go.
All right. So from here, are you guys short rest, long rest, heading on?
If
What
we're
would you
gonna
guys
rest.
do?
well, how
What
how
time
long
of the
until
day
we-
is it? Yeah.
Yeah. What's travel
The
distance
sun's
here?
still up, but it's about to be dusk.
Okay.
All
You
right,
might
so
want a long
it's
rest.
it's
then.
gonna take,
I
and
don't-
we're gonna have to sleep through the night before we get to that town anyway, aren't we?
You don't think you can short rest?
No, because I have to drive the cart.
Well, we're not. We're
Well,
now we're
short-
long resting. We're setting up for the thing.
Oh, are we setting up for the night?
Yeah, because it's
Oh,
almost
okay.
dusk, and we don't want to be traveling at night. Also, we
Okay.
killed the most dangerous thing in this area.
Yeah, Chode Man McGee.
So anyway, a dragon shows up.
All right, yeah, let's long rest for the night, and then if the guard comes back, then we'll have 2 horses and a guard.
Lyra can
Alright.
take first watch.
Good. I'm out.
Well, then if you guys are long resting, then yes. After about another hour into a couple of you are starting to rest. If you're at that point yet, the guard does show back up with a horse and with 2 horses and another guard that you should be familiar with.
Oh, it's the Ponos one.
Excuse me, you should bite your tongue on that.
You are.
Bite it for
You
me.
Do you understand what the way you're talking makes my comments more? Never mind. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
So, did you guys take care of the bodies or just leaving them there?
No, I'm just leaving them there. I'll be good for the environment.
I think the only person that would have done something to the bodies is probably Reginald if he wanted to like burn them on a pyre or something.
They are clearly heretics.
Yeah.
So I would just burn them, not on a pyre. I would just dump them all in a pile and burn them.
It's like I think you're starting a fire to like make food, but then you throw bodies on it, and I take my meat away and I go make my own fire.
I like say a prayer, but it's a prayer to like banish people to hell, essentially.
That's not generally what a prayer is.
I banish you to an anime convention.
So,
God,
you guys are, instead of fulfilling your duty, you guys are starting to, just rest here?
Well,
Or
I don't
were
think you
you-
understand.
Did you want to go through the night, considering that there are bandits that could hop out at any time, and did, in fact, while you guards weren't watching over?
He's got
You
a
seem
point.
to handle
though.
yourselves well one time. Why not
Right.
us? You couldn't make it to town?
Oh.
All right, then you.
It
The next
took
time the bandits
everything
come,
in me
the
to
next
deal
time
with
the
it that
bandits
one
come out, you guys can take care of them, and then we'll take the next watch after that one. How about that? All right, we'll switch watch. You guys can fight next. We'll fight after that. Only
We're
fair.
gonna fall asleep in the cart.
Yeah. No, that.
Mm,
Yeah, if that's what you're wagering.
Look, it was a long day. I shouldn't. There's no excuses. We'll long rest. Yes.
Yeah, a long day for us all. We'll long rest and forget this happened.
Right. We don't even need to talk about it anymore.
As he kind of glares to his partner, kind of a little disapproving, seeing how, as from the story he heard, he was, out in the
Shitting.
woods, not with this.
Yeah.
Which puts him also at fault because he's his partner and he wasn't there either.
Yeah. So it's a situation that doesn't look
Well,
great.
Regardless,
were
are you
assigned
really going to put
one.
your own title
we
on the
were only
line just to
assigned one
travel in
guard.
the middle of the night?
I'll let you I will let you rest through the night. We'll pick this up fresh in the morning. I will take the first watch. Seeing how I'm probably at the most strength out of all of you at the moment.
I'm going to go whisper into Lyra's ears.
I
like,
meditate.
Yeah,
you
you
can
need to take, like,
you
2
can
watches worth,
watch
and then you're
instead.
good
Yeah,
for
you
the
can
rest
just
of the night.
watch.
Both of the guards can actually watch for 2 hours a night, and then that will cover the trance that the elf has to do, and then
I'm up and I
yeah,
can take
and
the
then
rest
she
of the
can
watches.
take the rest of the watches. That's awesome.
Personally, I don't trust the guards, but
Trust me.
All right, then you can take over for one of the guards if you want.
yeah, sure.
I will put on the fucking puffy covers your eyes while you sleep eye mask
Eye mask.
and like a night robe, and we just set up this little tiny tent and then just crawl inside.
One of the watches Hanataro is definitely going to try to take. He is going to be adamant about taking at least one of the watches.
Yeah, I can
okay.
split one of the watches with you if you
If
would
you-
like.
If you touch my shit, I'll kill you.
Yeah, that's pretty
You're
much
welcome
why.
to be awake with me.
That's kind of like why he's taking one of the watches. He wants to try to use the cover of night to look through the carriage to see if he can't find what the fuck they were looking for. Because it has to be valuable, right?
I mean,
It's got to be 200 gold valuable. Well over
not if what the attempt is to throw off the peace talks. Because could you imagine them sending a peaceful we will send you gifts, aid, and we will have discussions of peace, and then we show up empty-handed and we're
Yeah, and we'll jump.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry, but we will send you gifts, and then we show up with fucking hay and fodder is not that
It's
much.
relief aid.
And 1 horse.
It's relief aid.
Yeah, it's just if he can get his hands on one of the watches without much trouble, he's gonna try to use his watch to look through the card again.
I will give you the 3rd watch, and you can be asleep by the time I wake up for the last one.
Does anybody want to do anything else to the night that's not watching?
Look through the cart.
Because otherwise, I'll just say the night goes.
I'm gonna
When
take
it
care of
comes
the
to
horses
Jack-
mainly.
When it comes to Jack's part, you can give me another investigation check.
All right.
I am conscious though, because I meditate. But
Yeah. It's a deep meditation though, so it's like it's kind of like sleeping.
Kind of, but not
very
fully.
similar.
He doesn't suffer the loss to his passive perception that other people do.
I'm great at stakeouts, but only the outback kind.
Well, whenever you wish to do that check, Jack,
Oh shit! Right. There's all right. That's a -1.
because that's
so
the only thing going on this night.
That's a 2.
Right.
Find what I'm looking for.
Yeah, how's it look?
You do a once over, not a twice over, and you're like, well, there's nothing here.
I can't stand this cart.
I don't understand that. It's all this money. I was like tinkered around. It's just like, what the fuck were they trying to steal that was worth so much? Is it the cart? I look at the cart. Is the cart worth a lot? Is the cart
Cart's just an
itself
average
worth
cart.
a lot of money? Is it like golden
It's-
encrusted?
No, it's just an average.
You guys weren't trying to steal the cart. I'm just kind of like getting a little bit too loud at one point. It was just like they weren't trying to steal.
One
some
of
grain?
the guards kind of grabs a nearby pebble and tries to yuck it at you. Fuck to sleep.
It's his watch.
It says the cop. Yes, it's his watch.
Yeah.
They're
I'm,
probably
like, just,
trying to
I'm
steal
disgruntled.
the
It's just like, what the fuck?
All right.
Just like
Well, with that in mind,
grumbling throughout the
morning
entire
comes, and you all adventure over to the next town to finish your delivery.
All right.
night. Oh, sick. The delivery.
You arrive
town's
in
on
Winstrom,
fire.
and the first thing you notice before you even are near, of course you guys pointed this out on the map already, the trees are pretty much just dead. It looks dreary. It does not look good. It looks like there's no life in this forest. The grass is like this sickly brown. The soil is like this dark color. It's terrible looking. You approach the town and people are just kind of coughing. They look sick and they do not look healthy.
It's almost as if a plant being was impersonating everyone here.
No,
Listen,
that's something
that's a
else.
different campaign. and remember, they looked super healthy. That
Why
was
are you
Oh,
reading
yeah.
my fan fictions?
You asked us to read them and said, "What do you think?" like 50 times.
Yeah, we don't have
as
to
you're
like quote it
approaching,
to random people. I mean, come on, man.
a couple of guards will stop you, and hey,
You are
What-
speaking
what-
to the purveyor of the word of Brad.
Do not
State
mind
your
him.
names and occupations.
Do not mind him. What is?
silence you!
And
Did
also,
anybody
Avalon.
ask?
Voice of Brad shall not be silenced.
Anyway, we
Wait,
also
wait,
come
wait.
from
Who are this
Avalon as well. Like that's also where we're coming from.
Avalon, what is, and what are a group of Avalon
Hi.
soldiers? You guys don't look like soldiers.
Hello. No,
I'm
We're
telling
like
you,
volunteer
Of
soldiers.
course, we
kind
are
of.
not all soldiers. We come from the word of the new king, directly from him, and we bear gifts to bring to you. These are relief and aid as a symbol of our willingness and openness to have a conversation about peace and a coming together of the surrounding kingdoms in an effort of unity.
Is this
What?
place have
As
any
only
rooms?
sorry, what-
a frat.
What happened to King Akin?
Oh,
did.
he suffered an unfortunate
shit.
demise.
You
He
don't
was
know.
a little early on the docket. I worked personally for Akin Crawford for many a year, and
As
we
one
had-
of the guards that's in your party, the pompous one, kind of rolling his eyes at the sound of you saying you've been working with him for years.
All right,
And-
so the king's dead. His son is taking up the throne. This is from him. All right, we cleared?
Yeah. There's a new lineage going forward that wishes to express our
All
gratitude.
right. Oh,
Did you seriously
we'll
not hear
take
about
the
it?
cart from here.
Right.
No, the town likes to kind of keep it out of the way of Avalon.
Understand.
We do trade there, but that's about it. We
I
don't deal with orders underneath that king. Or I
no,
guess
of course
what
not.
was that king?
We do have a question though. Who are the current leaders of your settlement here?
We well, we got a
It's a
kind
democracy.
of council. We got a small council of elders that have taken control.
See, there's a small hedgehog
four
that
of
comes
them.
out at the end of winter, you know,
Wonderful.
and if it sees
You-
a shadow, that's
Environment.
12 more.
Do you think it would be possible for us to express our message of unity and thanks to these small council of elders?
I mean, I guess I don't see anything wrong with that. If you guys want, they're a bit busy today with a meeting, but I can go give you
Oh.
the message and see when they're available. If you guys want, you guys can go
Listen,
over to.
it's not like we're leaving.
We got a tavern over there. If
Me-
you want to just kind of
Oh,
wait,
sick booze! He
Wonderful.
goes. He
Get-
leaves
get some-
immediately.
food in you. I don't know how long your journey was.
Tell
Oh,
your
we took a couple
elders
out.
that the word of Brad
been a
just
little
be
long.
upon them.
Don't mention.
Only
Don't mention
A
that.
couple
please.
hours, right? And you guys
Uh,
left really early this morning.
Well, we were affected on our way over here. Nothing too serious, just a little bit of a backtrack that held us off a little bit.
5 bandits, all
right.
armed to the teeth, taken out by my swords. I draw them.
Please do not mind him. He does this.
Also booze, so I'll see
Alright.
y'all later.
Yes.
Well, like I said, we'll take the cart. He points to the 2 actual looking guards. That's kind of leading the cart. You two, do you know where our drop-off point is? Yes, we do. We are familiar with this land. Just not familiar with you guys. Don't need to know. Anyway, we'll take this cart. You gentlemen, if you want to go over and wait, we'll meet you there.
All right.
As
See you
they
there.
take the cart away and off it goes.
Young
feel free
Ibu,
to,
shall I
feel free to
challenge
look
you?
around or whatever. Just don't make any trouble. That's all.
I never do.
I never do.
Okay. Always gotta have the last word, huh? That's
Always.
No,
all right.
you
Well,
asked the question.
thanks. I guess for the stuff. As he's kind of is
You're
waiting for you
welcome.
guys to move because this is
Yeah,
his
I
outpoint.
already walked off.
This is position.
Oh, yeah, I
already
already.
walked.
I'm walking away.
I'm gone.
What did
walking
the
up,
scion of
challenging-
Brad want to say?
I'm challenging Weeaboo to a beer keg chug contest.
There's no way I would ever lose, but yeah, I'll accept the challenge.
All right.
So where are you guys? What are you guys gonna do?
The
the
local
tavern.
tavern, to the inn, whatever, and gonna
To
get.
whatever
blitzed.
serves alcohol at fucking 8 a.m.
I am looking around the town while, like, on the way over there, just to kind of like get the general feel about the place.
Well, not a lot to really see. There's a bunch of scattered homes, a bunch of scattered buildings. Just a lot of sicky looking people.
As we pass by like an
There's-
empty lot or something, I'd be like, this seems like a perfect location for a new branch of the Church of Brad.
There's not a lot of traffic going on because it is so early in the morning.
Perhaps we should probably get blitzed sooner rather than later, otherwise we'll lose daylight. I'm getting blitzed.
Those 2 seem to be your only plans for today.
I didn't really have anything else planned. I was gonna get paid for this job, and that was about it. But then we got sidetracked.
I plan on having a meeting with the council, if all goes well.
Are you sure? I think that's a little bit outside our pay grade. Being actual liaisons, you know, it's...
Listen, alright, paying attention to the job description is only really half of what these people ask you for. You need to take initiative and show ambition.
Listen, I don't know what type of big shot you were, but you very clearly have been demoted.
It is an understandable setback that occurs in a new regime change. Nothing I can't come back from anyway.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, then I guess you guys make your way to the tavern. Inside, there's pretty much just the one person running, and then one guy kind of clocked out in one of the tables.
Can I?
Yes.
My acolyte background, right, gives me like free lodging and stuff in shrines and whatnot. Considering my affinity for the Church of Brad, can I consider an alcoholic beverage establishment to be a shrine to the Church of Brad?
Only if you bring the sick parties, bro.
If you can convince the tavern owner, then sure.
We need all the booze you can give us, and I bring out the bag of money we took.
I don't know how long you plan on staying here, but if that's something you want to try to convince them of.
To support Brad.
I mean, obviously, as I walk into the tavern, I'm like, "Fear not, good bartenders, for the Church of Brad has come, and the Church of Brad shall shower you with riches and parties and sick beats, bro."
Just gonna look at you kind of bewildered, like, so, someone's a morning person.
We do have money.
What can I do you guys for?
You see, me and my friend here have a little bit of a friendly wager we're about to pull, you know? We are about to partake in the most honorary traditions of the Church of Brad. The keg stand.
It is true. Bring 2 kegs of beer.
No.
And let the party commence. Bard, sing us your
I will.
What is your sickest
I
beat?
can play you music, and I will. I will take out my viol.
Now, are you gonna play us music, or are you gonna like strum a harp or something? Because there's a difference.
I play the drum, the flute, the viol, and I sing.
something with more bass, please.
Yeah,
Drum
something
it
that goes,
is.
you know, something like that.
That fairy fire thing. Do you think you could like cast it and then have it like flash really fast?
Like a strobe light or something.
Exactly, like a strobe.
No, it
Bring
is.
the sickest beats and the sickest parties.
I mean, I should have taken. I can repeatedly cast light on an object.
Just cast and decast.
Yeah.
Just like. I'm gonna go to where like the drunken
Look,
stupor patrons.
boys, I'm gonna ask if you stop. It's 7 in the morning. What are you
I
in
begin
here
playing
causing all this
music.
ruckus for?
I take the bag of money that we got off the bandits. It's not all of it that we got off the bandits, but it's enough to be
No,
like,
it's-
yeah, you can shut up and give us beer now. And I slap it on the table.
Well, excuse you.
I don't
so
say
what
it
if
out
you
loud.
what?
I don't say that out loud. Yeah, I fucking it's to say shut up, give us beer.
Oh, that
Like it's
it's
party
Okay.
time.
You plop a small bag of chingles on the counter. Okay, so you got money. Good to know you can pay. What do you want?
Kegs
As
of
you
beer.
said,
We have said it.
Here.
Kegs, beer. Well,
You have an entire stash back there, don't you? Like a full-on kegs.
Are you not familiar with the honored traditions of the Church of Brad? Oh, my good friend, allow me to enlighten you.
Clearly, you don't
This is
understand
more-
what type of current. This isn't copper. I open it up. It's gold.
Look, there's a go. Okay, good. So well, then you can pay for your food, or your drink, or your kegs. Fine. You want a keg? I'll get you a fucking keg.
We want 2
She goes
kegs.
out.
It's like a 12-gallon barrel.
I'm gonna start playing music. Just switching between instruments, like a one-man band, but worse because there's a noticeable pause between when he switches off one song on one instrument to the other one because he has to like reset up because
after a bit of time, she comes over and she's kind of dollying around a fucking keg. a giant wooden barrel filled with liquid.
I asked for 2, but 1 is fine for now.
If there were too many
I
people.
got one of the. How am I supposed to get to a? I'll get you a second one. Just be happy I'm getting you any at all. God.
What do you mean
it's
be
your
happy
fucking
again?
job.
I'm fucking putting you through college over here.
What the fuck is
do you think
The
anyone
Bard's
here
College.
is
You want to
going
go to the
college?
Bard's College?
This
I'm
is
good where
college.
I don't
baby!
need to. I don't need fancy schoolings or whatnot. I'm good here with my business.
All right, get
Apparently, I'm
yourself
doing
some
real
new
well.
cobbled
Seeing how you
shoes.
gotta pay a bunch for this.
That is true.
That's them, of course.
The only one of us
Steps
that went
out,
to college was the bar.
Kind of murmuring to herself a little
That
bit,
is true.
and after a little bit of time,
I swear to
she
God,
comes
it's
up.
so bad to get
with-
it's so
with
hard
another
to get good
barrel.
service. All right,
All right,
thank you.
thuds on the ground. Here's your second barrel. All right, any food, darlings?
We'll come back to that in a second. First of all, you and me, we got some business to settle. I'll look
Bring it
over
on, weeaboo!
I'll look over at the
Oh.
scion of Brad.
I hold my holy symbol tightly.
I glare, giving a nice smear, a nice sneer on my face.
I'm gonna cast message to the bartender and apologize.
I'm going to cast bless on myself.
She's going to just kind of look around like, the fuck?
I'm gonna cast
wait
fighting
on
spirit on myself.
Bardic inspiration.
All right, I
I'm
would
not
like.
being tied.
We are kind of like out of time.
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to wrap this up. I just
Yeah.
wanted to finish this weird interaction is all.
So it's like we
Yeah.
come back and like we're both fucked. Yeah, like when we start playing next week.
Yeah.
It's gonna be totally wasted at 8 or 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Just roll con saves until one of you fails like twice in a row, or fails like 3 times.
Oh my god, are we actually gonna do that? It's just like a best 2 out of 3
Yeah, just
con save.
Blitz
Alright.
con saves. You guys are drinking kegs.
I have
Alright.
+2 to my
Paladin
or
doesn't
no,
have
I
the
With-
blood yet.
With bless, I have advantage on my saving throws.
Bless gives you advantage.
Bless gives you advantage. Sorry, can
Oh,
give
saving
you a
throws,
D4.
yeah.
Sorry, a D4 to add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw. So
Oh my god. I have a +4, so that's a 14 on my first one there.
the 3. So that's a 5 plus. You know, a
I
D4.
win this round, alright? Best 2 out of 3 is just like constantly chugging. Alright, let's hear. That's a
Choke,
Are you-
choke.
that's a
choke,
7.
Choke.
Are you sure
Oh
you
my
do
God.
this for a
Go
living?
past that one. Come down to the end. Come down to the wire, baby.
Here it goes. One last sip.
Ooh.
It's taking forever to roll my die. There. Okay, shit.
I did it. Made the church bread. Fucking.
It is now 1 in the afternoon, and Momura is blitzed. He is gone. He's not here anymore.
Wow.
I'm equally wasted, but I'm still conscious because of my deep connection with Brad.
All right, we are.
So out of you guys, who's paying for this? Because that's, I need some compensation.
I
He
prove
lost,
that-
so he's
how much
paying.
is it? And I pickpocket. I grab Hanataro's because he said he was paying.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Like, yeah. Just pay with my actual money.
Well,
Don't pay with
with
the
the-
winnings we got from the band.
the barrels as well. Is 20 silver pieces.
All right.
20.
I give her 20 silver pieces, and then
From my,
I'm gonna
so
say
that'd be
thank you
2
for
gold out of
indulging my
pockets.
friends. This is the quietest they've been in a while, actually. I wish I was lying to you,
Yeah.
but they're like this all the
As I
time.
puke all over the floor again.
I barf while still
Yeah.
unconscious, but I'm sideways, so that way it doesn't choke me out.
Sorry.
All right,
about
and with your weird morning that you wanted to spend at the bar, That's where we're going to end off today.
Awesome.
So how was running your game? How was running your game? Was it everything you hoped it would?
Was it scary?
It's so spooky. It's scary.
That's my job.
I soiled myself.
Oh my god.
It's running is certainly interesting. I think after a few minutes, it's definitely something that you kind of ease into a little.
Yeah.
Beginning's definitely rough, especially trying to introduce with no real introduction planned, other than bullet points.
It's honestly why so many campaigns start with your whole group is in a tavern, because it's like a really easy build into things.
I just hate it.
Yeah, I understand.
I want to set you guys through that.
Do you want to?
It's played to death
now you know.
a reason.
Now you know why every session starts out like that with me, because I got that same anxiety every game.
Yeah.
At the very beginning.
But again, just letting you guys know, your actions have consequences in this. There will be repercussions for you murdering all of the bandits.
Well, it's okay. There are lawbreakers,
as well
so
as other things along the way.
No half
you
measure.
will learn. So questions that you apparently don't ask or do ask. Well, we'll see how that strings you guys along.
Fair enough.
But as of right now, thank you guys for participating. I cannot wait for next week already, except for I'm so glad we have a week separating
Buffer.
these, so I can properly write down whatever the hell's going on next session, because it is self-written. But at least now I have an idea of what you guys are going to be doing and what is going to be happening.
I can tell you right now, no matter what you think happened, you'll still be surprised. It will only get worse and in vastly different ways.
Well,
I will do my best to do more talking.
Next week will be your guys's kind of day in Windstrom.
All right.
The
I'm sure
dead
it won't
sick
go
town.
bad. So, don't worry. As soon as I wake up from partying, I'll actually participate in town activities. Just like drinking is the only thing that makes
Thank
sense
you
after
guys
kill
for
people.
watching. Thank you guys for thank you guys here for participating. That is all that is going to be on for tonight. We will bid you both, Jack and I, adieu as we go off and end our streams.
And may
Thank you. Have a good
Brad
night.
be with you.
Yes. Brad is my new god.
Goodbye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.